Absolutely legendary pull. Okay, it wasn't like that crazy, but comment in the YouTube stream thumbnail? Maybe. I don't actually know. I sent Nemo, the person who does the YouTube thumbnails, I sent her like a bunch of stuff, and I actually don't know which one she picked. I actually look at it that closely. I should have looked at it more closely. My bad. Wait, Oasis Oasis by Lemkuja? What is that? I'll queue it up. Yeah, what's up, Rafty? Oasis. Yeah, let me put it in the... Wait! Risati, this has Slyleaf in it? Oh, this is gonna go crazy. I had the biggest internet crush on Slyleaf for so long. I don't know what she looks like. I just think her singing's real good. Does she like make music still? Does she make music? Actually, I don't see very much of her stuff. Versus Grace, anyways, did you divorce her? Do you mean Grace the video game or Grace the second navigator? I was watching other YouTube live until my life. Wow, you're a dedicated viewer. Is Slyleaf like still an active position? I'm curious now. I'm gonna go internet stock. Slyleaf Twitter? Twitter is probably the best place. I have to log in. I don't want to log into Twitter. Hey, maybe that's the... What is... Oh, it's part of the song. Let me hear Slyleaf. I don't want to log in, though. I don't want to log into Twitter. Why can't you look at Twitter without logging in these days? This is good. I like this. Thank you, Risati. Does anyone except companies actually use Twitter? No. Twitter doesn't... It's not a good place anymore. It used to be pretty good. I don't know what happened to it, but it's not so good at... Risati, this is good. I can't really hear the Slyleaf, but this is good. Vibing with this. Grog started creating spicy content. That's so cringe, dude. Listen. She speaks Japanese? Since when? What? Slyleaf got the Nihongo? Honestly. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I vibe with this. This is a good song. Sorry, I was internet stalking Slyleaf again. I like hearing that one song that has all the vocal chops that I can't remember off the top of my head, but uses the sample of a Minecraft lava bucket halfway through. If you know, you know. Most people probably don't know what I'm talking about, but that's okay. It does use a lava bucket, though, and I will bet my life on that. This is good. This is really good. Risati, give me more music recommendations. I like this a lot. Okay. It's time to work on our game a little bit. I don't know if I'm in the right category on Twitch. I should move to software and game dev, actually, I think. I'm gonna change back. Jago, what do you think? Should I farm in this Twitch category, or should I go to a new one? Should I go to software and game dev? Where should I live? I guess we'll never know unless we try, so we might as well just try. What's the worst case? Nothing changes. Worst case, everything is as it was. That's fine. Hey, do you guys want to see the updates to the Tycoon game? You want to be asked about the Roblox drama a lot today? I don't even know what it is. I'm a tourist, dude. I'm a tourist. I don't know. What's the drama? Versati, this is really good. Oh, you missed my whole bit about how I really, really like Slyleaf. It's okay, I can rehash it. Also, apparently she speaks Japanese now. You'll stream on 2 accounts? I already am. I want to create a Roblox game, but I need to learn the basics. Yeah. That's kind of just how it works. But the only way to do it is to start doing it. The Sky Gray situation is crazy. This is good, dude. How many followers you got? Oh, this guy's like kind of popping. Okay. All right. All right. I've liked 3 of his songs already. Like 4 years ago. Wait, what the heck? This guy's been making music forever. Oh. Apparently I had this on lock already. No worries. Shouldn't get into it. So what's the drama, dude? Yo, this playlist kind of hidden though. If you're an expert at game dev, make your own game engine. Wrong. Do not make your own game engine. There is very, very, very seldom a good reason to make your own game engine. That shit is hard, man. Alright, we're doing Roblox game dev today. I want to figure out a couple things that I need to figure out for my game. The most upvoted comment right now for the current game is to add gambling. Now, I don't really know how to ethically add gambling into my game, but we're gonna try. We have 2 people debating, the rest are judges. No, that's a bad idea. Are you a godot game dev? Name every node. Node 2D, node 3D, character, player character, area 2D, area 3D, collision shape 2D, collision shape 3D, grid map layer, tile set, I don't know. Someone who's made a basic game engine, do not make game engines if you want to make games. Make engines if you want to make engines. That is a great way to put it, yes, I agree. Yo, what's up, Attempted? Welcome in. Name every node, every node. Ooh. Here's what I'm thinking for gambling. Let me show you what I got in my head at the moment. Does anyone know how to like move faster in the engine, by the way? So you see this like little mixer guy? This mixes your 2 colors together. Here's what I'm thinking. The output of the color mixer machine, scroll. That is not working for me for some reason. I'm scrolling my mouse. Didn't work. What if the paint mixer has RNG attached to it? Or hold like vaulting? That's not working either. That's also not working for me. Lucky Block Stormcrown the Dropper. I think what I want to do is in the mixer, when you mix 2 colors together, the outcome is randomized. And it's randomized in 2 directions. So I think for one, let's say you have like a red cube and a yellow cube, and you mix them together. You obviously should get like an orange cube, but what if some of the colors of orange are like more rare than the other colors of orange? So you have like a really high price one that's like a 1% chance or something, and then you have like just the basic regular price one that's like a 50% chance or something. And as you play the game, you increase these chances. So like you get upgrades that'll make it like higher quality or whatever thing, right? What if you get an RNG mixer as a high cost upgrade? I'm thinking the upgrades will just make the rolls better for you. And also there will be like modifiers. There'll be modifiers like, I was thinking like a ghost block where the like alpha is just, I don't know, like 0.5 or something. And that's a modifier you can roll on the block that makes it worth even more money. So you can like chain these together to get like a ghost rare orange block that sells for like even more or something like that. Yeah. Wake Neb up, we need a Sky Game Minecraft server. There was a 2-week deadline put up almost 3 weeks ago. Is that true? That's actually kind of crazy. Other idea, look up Slot Machine Forager and do that but with rare cubes. Down to steal ideas. Forager Slot Machine. How does this work? I really just gotta play Forager, huh? I just need to see what it is. There's like a casino or something? This is 56 minutes long. I just need to see the... Yeah, this game looks kind of cute. This is like an automation game, right? I think, if I remember correctly. Where's the slot machines? Okay, you lost your opportunity. I need faster slot machines. This one is 3 minutes long. Interactive idle game. Ooh, we should make something like that. Also a hydrate that I missed, sorry. There you go, that's for you. This is for you. Oh, hey, he's Hollow Knight. All right, where's the gambling? Slot machine. How does this work? It's literally just a slot machine. What's the point? Just gamble? This feels a little too on the nose for me. I don't literally want to do like a slot machine for gambling. That doesn't seem... I don't like that. I would rather do like the rare color thing. You stop the manual and you speed up. Oh, so it's like a skill thing actually then. It's not necessarily like actually random. That's kind of cool actually. Yeah, this game looks like really gas though. Holy. I feel like we could also make a game similar to this. No Subway Surfers, too boring stream, I'm leaving. Alright, well, thanks for stopping by. Seems neat though. I think I want to do my thing with the color rolling though. I think I like that better than just like a raw slot machine. So we're gonna do something like this. What else is on the docket for today? I do actually want to add like a donation thing because some people were asking me about it and like I'm not gonna say no to free money. So I want to like implement that too, but I don't know how to do that. And then I want to fix the like droppers and stuff. Oh, I also need to do land claim. Okay, I'm gonna open up Obsidian. There's just a lot of stuff we need to cover today. Say today, I don't know if anything's actually gonna be there. Let's see. This is the wrong to-do list. This is Isotown. I need manage vaults. We're gonna create a new vault. I'm gonna pick a location for the vault. We're gonna go projects. I don't actually have a project for this yet, huh? Oh, I think it's on my other drive. Yeah, it's on this one. Projects. Roblox machine. We're gonna make a new thing for Obsidian. I spelled it wrong. Call it Obsidian like that instead. Go here, select folder, and then we can create the vault here. This will be Color Tycoon? Maybe? I don't really know what to call these yet. Yeah, what's up, Axelcraft? Welcome in. Then we're gonna go to this. We're gonna say English, please. Where's the appearance? I think, yeah. Dark theme, please. Thank you. And we'll make it, I don't know, teal. Teal seems nice for today. All right, so this is the to-do list I want to be able to do today. Okay. Foragers optimize so insanely shittily though if you don't have a good PC. It blows my mind that games like Factorio can run at like 20 updates per like 20 UPS or whatever when there's literally they're processing like 10 million robots. Insane. That meanwhile my game with like 10 blocks in it was crashing people's phones and melting their batteries. We're gonna go here. This will be like the daily to-do list. I'm gonna rename this. Call it to-do lists. And then we can make today's to-do list. So I want to do a couple things. So one, I want to do land claims for new players. I want to add the donation board. I want to add in gambling. So we need to do some sort of color mechanic here. So we're going to say color rolling mechanics. To be able to do this, what we need to do is have what happened to the Gates game? It's still working on it, no worries. It's just today's gonna be a Roblox day. I might work on the Gates game later, actually. If I get to a point where I'm happy with the Roblox game. I feel like there's a priority for my game list right now, and it's probably Roblox, then Gates game, then indie. Well, the indie roguelike I think is actually my #1 priority, but it's currently kind of blocked at the moment, so I think it's gonna be Roblox game next. But I still want to work on the Gates game. I still have the project files. They're not going anywhere. Okay, so let's see. For the color rolling mechanics, how exactly do I want to do this? So We need some like list of what colors are more or less rare or something. There used to be a multiplayer update plan, but the developers scrapped it for some reason. Apparently, maybe when Shithill now everyone hates them. Oh god, really? Legendary crash out. Yeah. Okay, so like I was saying, I need some sort of thing that like we need some sort of list of like what's more or less valuable colors. So let's just say we're gonna start with a list of, I don't know, 10 colors. So we need like 10 colors sorted by rarity. We need some sort of mechanism for determining when you can't do the merge here. I don't know. We also need currency in the game, which we actually don't have at the moment. So we need some sort of currency system. We need to be able to prefab the droppers. Because right now, if you look in the game, they all just kind of exist right here. It's like you spawn the game with the dropper in. I need to be able to have a button on the land claim that if you click the button, it will spawn your first dropper. So, like, we need to have something that's like, if the land is unclaimed, you can walk up and like click a button to claim the plot. Then you can like walk over here to another button that like gets you your first dropper. So we need some sort of like button ability. So I'm actually gonna put that here. So we're gonna have button to spawn first dropper, and this will honestly like cover a lot of like the mechanics that are gonna flesh out a lot of the rest of the game. So we can do something like this, and then we can prefab the droppers in order to facilitate that. So something like this. This is sort of the working list of stuff for today, I think. This would be nice. First, we need to do the land claiming. RGB value increase in value, it increases in pure white is the rarest. That can make sense, actually. Yeah, that works. You think I should ask the people I'm working on to help me with the tower for a bit? Trying to make an extension of ETOH tower. I don't think there's any harm in it. Honestly, the thing with like creativity block that I find the most useful is to stop working on the thing. Like it's hard for me to sit down and be creative. I'm my most creative when I'm like going for a walk next to the river, and then all of a sudden my brain's like, oh shit, remember that thing from 3 weeks ago? I figured it out. When I'm like sitting down at my computer trying to like, okay, we gotta figure this system out, it never comes to me. My #1 recommendation is just go do something else for a while. Go take a shower, go for a walk or something. But if that doesn't work, then yeah, why not reach out? Yeah, make it glow or something. So I think for like piece glowing or whatever, what I want to do is have that be extra modifiers on the actual merging machine. I also need to move this into our actual play area and probably also delete this. Move this around here. Instead of total, take the average. I mean, I was originally going to say you could like customize the blocks, but literally people asked for gambling, so I will instead make the blocks not customizable and instead make it so you can gamble for the blocks. Does this work now? Am I in the center of the thing? I am! Look at that! Very cool. I feel like we should be able to sprint, but whatever. Okay, so we can walk around over to here, and then we can start doing our like land claim thing. So I need something that gives me ownership of this. I don't exactly know how that's going to work, but we can go find out, I suppose. Also, this mixer script I'm going to delete, because it's going to be changed anyways. So this thing is just causing a bunch of errors and spawning a bunch of blocks randomly. Let's go ahead and get rid of it. Well, I can just actually edit the script real quick. I go to my... Where was it? Is this the mixer here? Yeah, this script. Yeah, it's printing every time it touches something, which is not quite correct. There we go. There we go. HSV might be better here. Hue is purely cosmetic, and 100 minus saturation time brightness could be a value, for example. That could maybe work, yeah. I don't know how much, like... I don't know how much of the value of the colors you can set on your own, but... Starting a Roblox dev project now of all times is an interesting choice. Okay, what happened? Did I miss something? I can change to the Gates game. Is there Roblox drama? Pause. Roblox drama. Literally, what happened? Roblox is getting sued. 2 days ago. What is this? What is going on here? I literally missed. I didn't know. What is happening? Roblox drama explained as petition to remove CEO gets 100,000 signatures after schlep ban. Roblox sued a guy for reporting pedophiles? Wait, what? Excuse me? Huh? Roblox made a stance to defend predators. Hey, maybe we make a different game today. Hey, so how we feeling about the Gates game today? Wait, what? Dude. Really now? Got pedophiles on Roblox, and Roblox removed him and said they don't want vigilantes. I think you do, though. I think the thing is that you do in this case. Like, I hate to Chris Hansen post, but I think it would probably be a good idea if your platform, like, actively outed pedophiles now. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm being crazy. Okay, you know what? Maybe we do the Gates game today. How about we do the Gates game today? You want to do the Gates game today? Roblox CEO wants to add adult dating to the site. He wants to... What? He wants to do what? It's a children's game. What do you mean adult dating? Brother, you're not Tinder. You're like... Want Roblox to also be a 17+ dating game? What? Hey, what if we didn't do that though, is the thing? What if we no. Brother, what? He's delusional. Roblox lost $12 billion. Wait, really? Stop. $12 billion? Oh, but I mean, if you look at the 6 month, they're still totally fine. They literally can only fail upwards. I don't understand. How is this always the case? How is it always possible that it does this? Oh, wait. What was going on in November 2021? Was there any particular reason a bunch of people were like indoors around November 2021? They released a 45-minute video response over Zoom where they just decided to stand by what they said. Huh. Well, that's terrifying. What the heck? Brother, what? So the Gates game. We're gonna work on the Gates game, I think. We're gonna work on the Gates game. I'm still gonna make the YouTube videos, but I think I'm gonna let the rest of this kind of blow over in the meantime. I don't know. This seems like a poor thing to be doing this. Now the entire state of Louisiana is suing Roblox. Okay, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna listen. We're gonna close that. We're gonna close that. We're gonna go work on the Gates game. We're gonna go work on the Gates game. The entire state of Louisiana. That's a lot of Louisiana. That's too much Louisiana. Let me change the YouTube thing real quick too. Making a free mobile game. I don't know, man. I don't know how to clickbait anymore. I've lost the plot. Godot engine. Making one of those Gates games. Sure, why not? Okay. This is fairly old. How not chronically online are you? This is like 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I don't go on the internet that often. I only come here to like make video games. Apparently I picked a poor place to be doing that though. My apologies, everybody. Make those mobile game ads real. I mean, it's literally what we're trying to do here, right? So I have this and it like you run through the gate and you get more horse. See? I'm making the Gates game. Making the Gates game. It's gonna be fun. I do need to yoink something from Discord real quick. Sorry, Risati. Didn't mean to spoil that for everybody. Because TX Pang made us Gates. Look at this. Look at these! Look at how nice these look! And they're even layered better than mine. I can go like this and I can grab. So I can go like this and I can like Y sort the. So I can go like this and I can like Y sort the pillars correctly now. Look at this. Look at these gates. They're so good. I think this one makes the most sense with the perspective. But this one lets me put the numbers on it. So I don't know which one I want to use yet because I don't know how I would fit stuff on here. Also, I've been brainstorming a couple other things about like power-ups you can get for the gates. And I think some of them will be like lucky gates where they like you'll spawn gates with higher numbers. Maybe you just increase the frequency of gate spawning. Maybe you increase how much like damage your attack does. Maybe you increase like the piercing on your attack or something. Hovering numbers. I was thinking about that, but like I think I like it a lot better when they're on the actual I think it looks better when they're on the actual thing. I think. What's up, Daniel? Welcome in. Making brain rot games mobile, but games roguelike and godot red circle live. Yeah. Something like that. I mean, this is the one that makes the most sense in the perspective, but obviously we can't. This doesn't really work for us, right? I think I'm gonna go with this one, because it's kind of close to the one we already have. Like if I show this, it's pretty similar, honestly. It's the same perspective, so I think I'm just gonna do that. Also, I was thinking about it. We don't need to have this person be running by default. We can have the default actually just be attacking, like this, and then we can literally just delete it. We don't need the running animation. Oh wait, what? No, this one should be autoplay. And then we're gonna well, we should still rename it to attacking, but this can be the default animation. So you can just we literally don't like she can just be in the shooting animation. That's completely fine, and then she can be an idle other times. Oops, she went back to running. Because like if they're moving towards us, we actually don't need to be like in the running animation. So this actually we don't need to do any of this. Well, let's change the default animation to an idle animation, and then it'll make a little bit more sense. Assets, player sprites, this one, and then I don't remember the perspective on it, but it's something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26? Nope, I clearly miscounted. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18. 1, 22, 23, 24, 25, 20, that's 27? Oh, I also typed 16, that's probably why. Yeah, 27 looks wrong. I think it's actually 26, maybe? Not 6, dude, 26. That looks correct. And then how many do we have on the other slice? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12. 26 by 12. Which one of you is the idol, though? I can't see from this perspective. I think this is the idol. Right? Maybe that one's the idol? Oh no, this one is the idol. Or no, this one's like an idol with an extra like animation for it. So this is probably the actual idol. It's like this, I think, is what we want. So she's chilling. Why isn't it playing though? Wait, what? Is this the same frame over and over? No. Why is it not playing then? What does it look like in 2D? Is it the same frame? No, it's clearly not. How do I play it? Yeah, it looks like that. Why doesn't it look like that in my game? Oh, there we go. I don't know what was up with that. There you go. And then she'll go to the shoot animation every once in a while, and then she'll go back to idling. Okay, cool. There we go. So if we go to this now, we can set this attack timer to be like 1.5 or something. Maybe you can get like faster attacks or something. There you go, like this. Pew. Pew, pew. Look at that. Cobalt, hello. Cobalt, buddy, I want to play Peak with you so bad. My favorite click streamer title I've ever seen was "Don't ask me about the drama," and there was no drama. That's kind of goated, actually. Just the sky gray drama is insane, and then never give any extra ever give extra context. The Cobaltians are cobalting into your Cobalt for it. Cobalt, you wanna play Peak, buddy? Check the DC, the number looks alright. Oh yeah? You're so artists are not real people. It does actually look kind of okay. Although, if I wanted to do like plus or multiplier, I'm kind of curious about something. Hang on. Hang on. Can I do like... The thing is that like large enough to just see in the game? I think I need the text to be like slightly larger. What have I done? I need to go in the number layer. Can I make this like... That's not optimal. Can you do like something like... Like this maybe? Oh, okay, that obviously doesn't work. I still think this one's better because it just gives me more space to work with. I'm worried about this one if I need to have like a number that's like 137, right? Like it's gonna start to maybe not be able to handle numbers that are like way too big or something. I also think I want to have it with like an outline too. I think I want to do the numbers like, if I have a number like this, I want to have like a black outline around it to make it more readable. However that's gonna look, I don't know. Just, you get the idea of what I'm trying to say. I guess I can just try both and see which one looks better. The thing is, I don't think this one looks too terrible, honestly. Especially when the ground will be like up to here and the enemies will be running too. I think it'll be okay. Peak Daughter or Among Us Son? Vow of Celibacy. Also, hello Ronan, welcome in. So, okay, let's get the gates in first. But I want to make a list of all the stuff I want to do first. Before I do that to-do list, before we do the things I want to do, I want to make a to-do list so I don't forget the things that I want to do. I'm creating a new vault. We're gonna go to the other projects folder. We're gonna go to Gates game. We're gonna make a new folder called Obsidian. Just select, and then I can call this Gates game. Okay, great. And then I really need to set the default to just not be like this. There we go, much better. Okay, we're gonna make today's daily like to-do list. Actually, I don't want it daily. I'm gonna call this to-do list. To-do list like this. First thing I want to do is replace the gates with the much nicer versions. TY at. I also want to get the ground, so we need floor slash grass slash something. I'm not really sure what to call this. I can also call it the grass. This is all in like visual stuff. Visual for mechanical stuff or like gameplay stuff. The next thing I want to work on is, so we have the things follow the player. They actually need to be able to shoot a projectile. So one of the things we need to do is actually spawn the projectile. Can you work with me for a second, Obsidian, please? Spawn the projectile during the shot. We need to have the gate spawning mechanism, so something to actually spawn the gates in the game, so they're like not just the default ones that are running at you at the start of the game. We also need what else? We need enemies to spawn, so we need some sort of enemy and then enemy spawning. We need some sort of like boss at the end of the level, to act as like the final thing you have to beat. And then if we have time, I want to get to like the roguelike elements. So this would be like powered ups and stuff. And I can start listing a couple of these up. So like extra AoE on shots, shot cooldown perhaps, different characters, because I have a couple of from the same artist, so it'll at least look like cohesive and stuff still. Different character gates, like gate spawning probably. Yo, Sharky, welcome back. Gate spawning, cooldown reduced or something. The reason I'm listing these out is it's going to give me some sort of hook to think about when I'm working on the other parts of this. And then for release, I need to start making a list about that. So release, I need to have the itch version, itch.io version, and then I am going to put this on the Play Store and the App Store. So there'll be different things I have to do for each of those. And I think this is everything. And I'm going to kind of run it like the FFS Jam a little bit, where I'm just going to try to like finish a bunch of this stuff. Oh, I need numbers on the gates. Gate spawning mechanism. I'm gonna do the enemies next, actually. I think that makes the most sense to actually get like a gameplay loop going. Gate spawning mechanism. This is where we can do gate value rolling, something like that. Then we can actually work on the numbers. So we can have gate numbers like this. And we also need a background for the whole game. We also need, I'm gonna make a sauce category. We're gonna need some SFX for stuff. So shot SFX, hit SFX, gate SFX. Do we need some like ambience or some music or something maybe? Something like that. And I'm gonna make a little note here, and I'm gonna just say, "Iom, please save me." Like that. We have the shot, we have a hit, we have the gate thing, and the music like this. Hold off on the numbers. Let me cook. TXPeng, you have full authority to cook. I'm so excited. I won't even. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go like this. I'm not gonna check it off. I'm just gonna make it a bullet point so that I'm not allowed to touch it. Only you may touch it. TXPeng, you have full authority to cook. Do you need the centaur lady as a reference, by the way? Because I can send you the files for her. I have the rights to be able to do that. Okay, so spawn the projectile during the shot. Let's make our game way more simple. We have the team character. We might need to tweak this at some point, but I think for now it's okay. We have also the attack. We have the spawn projectile thing as well. And we even have this projectile node as instantiate projectile node. Should be all good. Is it 64 by 64? I don't know the answer to that. Let me actually get you that information. Projects. Projects. Gates game. Godot. Gates game. Assets. Player sprites. Let me just send you the whole sheet. That might make your life easier. There you go. There's the spreadsheet. I don't think she's a similar size. Like if you import her into Sprite, she's about this dude's size. Like she looks pretty similar. I think actually if I open this, I can open it real quick. Should open an Sprite, yeah. Like if I yoink her, get like a good shot. You can have something like this. If I go ahead and grab this, and I put it into your thing. She's about the size of the gate, so I don't know what this boils out there, like turns out to be in its entirety, but it's, yeah, it's about 64 by 64. Actually, you had it right off the dome. Well done. Something in this size, but yeah, it's good enough that she can like go through the gates and stuff. Cool. Also, like, how do I want to say this? I think. No, never mind. I was thinking something, but I don't think it anymore. All good. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna do the projectile node. We're gonna actually spawn this thing. So it's this guy right here, and it's this arrow. So we actually have this already set up. Who needs Godot game in Sprite? I think I saw like a Code Bullet video of Code Bullet making Flappy Bird with like Windows Explorer or something. So it's not impossible. It's definitely like theoretically maybe doable. I don't know if I'd recommend it personally, but there's a will, there's a way or something. Cool. Okay, so we can do this. You shoot the arrow. Does it spawn the projectile right now? It doesn't look like it. Oh, because we're not the one that controls the projectile in case we like die or something. We need some sort of like manager for the projectile. So let's go ahead and make that. Call this unnode 2D. We're going to call it projectile manager. Projectile manager. And we're going to add a child node here. We're going to say, no, we're not. We need to prefab these things. We do need a reference to this though. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Access as unique. We're going to go to the team character script and say that we're going to need that reference. So we're going to have a new thing for scene references, this, and then we can say something like on ready var projectile manager. I guess we'll just say var projectile manager. And then when we create this thing, we need to hook this up. So This one starts the game existing. I'm actually gonna not do that then, so I can set this reference correctly. Because I don't think I can separate it like I don't think I can do this. Can I do that? There's no shot, right? You don't have access to that. If I spawn a new one, shit's broken? It's not broken. Huh. Interesting. I was gone for like 20 minutes. Why are we doing Godot now? Apparently, there's been some drama in the Roblox community. So I'm gonna just hold off on the Roblox dev for I'm still gonna make the YouTube shorts, but I'm not gonna stream it. I don't want to be associated with certain things at the moment. Could have let the plan be forget about the project. I like the way you think. How did you make changes that fast already? Let me see it. Let me see. Hey Sprite, do your job. That's the wrong file. Gates 3. Oh, ooh, hold up. That's real nice. I do wonder if... Hang on. Does it like parse better if you do something like this? And oops, whoopsies. Yeah, what's up, Whimsical Goat? Welcome in. You do like... I'm not saying it needs to be this way, I'm just curious. Like if you center each one... No, it's not gonna... No, it doesn't work because the perspective on these is all wrong. It literally makes no sense to do this. Or... Okay, why do the numbers look okay, but this looks wrong? Why does the X look wrong? Am I tripping? The numbers look okay. Like, hold up, if I did this... I just like removed you and I did like a 1, like if it was a 110 gate.
What a day.
Why does this?
Tell me about it.
There I was, an ordinary mom. Then I
What is?
my computer
Why is it? Why are we podcasting?
of my mouse, I became
Okay, there we go. Because of the perspective. Does this also look whack then? Hang on. Go back to being a normal number, please. Hold on. What if we did this? What if we did one of these? Looks whack, but it's less whack because it's smaller than the X. Oh, what if you did something like this? Thoughts on? I actually kind of like that. And then, as TX Peng was saying, you could do like this. How are you feeling about this one? How does this look? I think this actually kind of... I think this kind of goes. Maybe you could even like do this one then. That's too tilted, I think. Maybe this one? Yeah, I don't think it's like possible to get it to display... I think the perspective is too forced on this one. I think... I don't know. How does this look? Assuming the 3 is... Experiment with the outline with a different color. I think the outline looks really good. I think this is like exactly what I want. I just don't know if I would need to like... I think this is my favorite so far. If I just were to do that. How does this look? Thoughts? Maybe we even color code the gates. Maybe that could work. Thoughts? Thoughts, feedback? I like the text a lot though. The text and the outline look very, very good. Like these numbers look super, super good. I will have to do the thing that I did with Versati though, where I have like slice it into my own font, but that's totally fine. I like it a lot. Do a palette shift. Ooh, this guy arts. A teensy bit lower. Try to center it between the 2 poles things for the gate. Oh, hold up. So like, wait. Okay, that's not. I see the vision. Hang on. What? Okay, so let's. Well, this is like centered. I think like here maybe. That looks a little bit too far down. Maybe like here. That could work. Maybe here. I think that's the best looking one so far. I think that could work. Part of me is like, why don't we just do like the traditional top-down version of this, because they don't have that problem. I don't know why I'm trying to do it like... Oh, because I didn't want to do 3D is why. That's right. I remember now. I don't like doing 3D. I like 2D. Also, look at this little pixel art I want to use. It's so nice. How could I not use it? Plus some Uma Musume posting. Yeah, I think I like this. I think this works. I think this works real well. Plus, then if we get numbers that are like insane, we can like just extend it backwards and it's still okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, okay, this is what we're doing. We're doing this perspective, numbers right here, plus minus thing. It all works. It all works very well. Thank you so much for the feedback, by the way. Maniac Macula? Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. We do something like this. Oops, sorry, I bonked the mic with my teeth. Cool. Makela. Oh, that makes sense. If you just like pronounce the letters as they're written. Interesting. I'll try that. I'll try that in the future. I'm dyslexic. I don't know how to read. I'm sorry. Okay, nope, wrong to-do list still. Wrong to-do list. Where's the gates game? There's the gates game. Okay. So yeah, I want them to look like this. I think this is perfect. Cool. We have decided on that. I'm gonna say gates number. I'm gonna say decide gate and number placements. Check. Gate numbers. TX Bang is hanging like that as well. So already cooked up, ready to go. What I want to do for us is to work on the... Yeah, what's up, Carter? I was showing off the new Roblox stuff earlier. We need to actually spawn the projectile. So we have it here. What we need to do is say projectile manager dot add child. And then you can say new projectile like that. And then this should spawn the thing for the first, like you should be able to spawn a projectile. You can't. But the other one has null instance, huh? Interesting. Also, I think I need to do this after set the projectile. So the first one's okay, but the second one, when it spawns, it has null instance, which is to be expected. That's honestly what I was... It should spawn the projectile like right here, though. And it does, you can see it, actually. Perfect. I haven't been using Obsidian to play like that. I just write a long list and on a big post-it. I actually prefer the handwritten... Like, when I work, I do handwritten checklists, because... God damn, does it feel good with like pen and paper to check a thing. But for game dev projects, especially for streaming, I don't want to like pause to be like, okay, let me write in my notebook because y'all can't see that. So I use Obsidian for that. But I use Obsidian for like everything. I have to be a little bit careful about opening it on stream actually, because I use it to like plan like my grocery list and like my new apartment and stuff. I swear to God, if/when I dox myself, it was because I leaked my Obsidian somehow. I used to put it on Git too, which is like even more dangerous, but okay, we don't live that life anymore. Everything's gonna be fine. Did I read what you sent? I did. I didn't respond to it, but I did read the message. I apologize for not responding. I'll respond today, but I did read it. When am I doxing myself? That's a good question. I don't have like a planned date, but I don't know. Pretty soon, probably. Okay, so we can spawn the projectile. We need to have the projectile move forward. Projectile movement, and then we also need to have the projectile manager reference hooked on team member spawn. And this one's actually super easy because when we go to the actual spawning script here, all we need to say is new team character dot projectile manager equals, and then we can get a reference to it as well. So we're gonna say these are our scene references, and we can go ahead and grab this like that. And then we can simply set it here. And now both of them should be able to spawn a projectile without the game crashing. And look at that, they can. They cannot. Add child and base null instance on null of an instance. So you don't have this set, huh? Oh, because I said it's on ready. It shouldn't actually be an on ready. I go here. Oh, but it needs to be for the other one that's not prefabbed. Okay, fair enough. So if it's on ready, this needs to actually be after it's added to the scene. Classic Godot. Okay, we go here. Have two, spawn one, shoot, spawns another one. Look at that, we got our little projectiles. Look at that. Very nice. Why did you use the Godot engine? In my opinion, Unity is way more easy to use, but it could also be because I started with Unity and C#. So I started with Unity as well. I used Unity for a couple of years. I think Unity is really nice. I do think the way they do 2D games is a little bit hacky. But the reason I switched was because of all the Unity drama. So legit, the CEO just being a giant pile of... So the CEO being like not a great person when it comes to changing the toss and the runtime fee stuff, it just made me not trust the engine at all. And so I tried Godot, and it turns out that I just like it better. It's totally just a vibes thing, by the way. Implicit ready node not found. No, that's okay. We can fix that later. But yeah, I just like Godot better because I mostly make 2D games. I think Unity is still a really nice engine. I highly recommend it. I just like Godot better. Unity 2D is literally 3D but flat. Yes, it does just take a giant camera and point it straight down, which is very funny to me. It works. I think Godot runs it a little bit better, but it works. Was it hard to convert from C# to GDScript? Not really, because I'm very good at Python. So like my day job is in mostly Python, especially before my current job. And GDScript and Python are quite similar. So I didn't find it too difficult to switch over. But I mean, also like once you know one language pretty well, it's not too difficult to switch into other languages, honestly. I think that's like kind of the easier part of switching from Unity to Godot. The more tricky part was more like knowing a lot of like the built-in stuff. Like prefabbing in Unity is way different than it is in Godot. Scene management is just not a thing in Unity, but it is in Godot. So that was the harder thing for me to flip over. But the actual code part wasn't too bad. Still a newbie and I use Godot. It's part of why I clicked when it was recommended on YouTube. Oh really? Is that how you got here? The YouTube pipeline is strong. I need to do more Godot stuff on YouTube. I'm thinking of doing like Godot specific like tutorials or something, but it's hard for me to figure out exactly the kind of content I want to make. I don't know. I'm doing my best out here. Unity has game objects and prefabs instead of scenes. Yeah, it's just a little bit different. I still refer to scenes as prefabs though, and I'll do that until the day I'm buried into this cold dead earth. Or whatever. Okay, so if we go to... We need these things to move forward. Okay, so... If we go to this thing, we actually need some movement on you. So we're going to add a script here. Yeah, we're going to add a... Do we want to add a script here? I think we do. Class name projectile node extends 2D, like that. Cool. You were talking to people and I was like, oh, I have Twitch. Let me join there instead. I do. I don't try to choose which of my chats is my favorite, but the Twitch one is, I probably respond to Twitch chat faster, which doesn't make sense because I post more on YouTube. I actually have more like subscribers than followers, but I don't know. I like the purple site better sometimes. No hate to the YouTube side though. I like both my children equally or whatever. What are signals in Godot? I'm a functional programmer and OOP concepts scare and confuse me. What is the equivalent of a signal in Unity? It doesn't really do that because it's not like a signal bus architecture in Unity. A signal is literally just like it's like a subscription to the object. It's listeners is what, thank you, come real. It's listeners. That's what it is. Yeah, it's basically just like you're just basically like subscribing to a thing to get notified when it changes or does a thing. You're just constantly listening for that thing. That's all the signal is in Godot and Unity. I think Unity has slightly better naming conventions because it sounds more like a listen thing and less like a signal thing. Signal sounds like a train or a car thing. Okay, we need these things to be moving forward at all times. We also need them to time out after a certain amount of time. So we're going to go ahead and attach a child node here. Call it the timer. This will be the despawn timer. Spawn timer. And actually, we don't need to do this because we can just say if you travel a certain amount of distance, kill yourself. So we're going to say on ready projectile. Sorry, this should be X. Should it be on ready? It shouldn't be. We should just say var projectile speed. What a quote. What are you talking about? Projectile speed. I'm going to say equal. Oh, no, then you have to do it on ready, huh? All right, we can be on ready for now. Projectile speed float equals 50. And then on ready var projectile despawn limit equals 1500. Why not? Okay, so we can say function process, which is like Unity's update for those of you still playing the game. We're gonna say position dot x plus equals projectile speed. What the projectile speed times delta. That's it, actually. Plus equal projectile speed times delta, and also this should be physics process then. If we're going to be using calculating stuff with delta like that, we should be using physics. Something like this, and then we're gonna say if projectile, if position.x is greater than or equal to the projectile despawn limit, then I'm not gonna say it out loud again, but Q free. In other words, die. Okay, so now the projectile should be moving to the right. Let's see. Shoot. Well, I was hoping for like a little more momentum out of you, but the idea is sound. Could be going a little bit faster. It's gonna take a little bit to get to its destination, but gonna expand the screen a bit. All right, cool. Let's have this be like 10 times as fast, and let's put this to be like 800 so we can actually see that they despawn. So shoot the thing, and then it should despawn around there. Yep, okay, that's all working. I think even faster, honestly. 750 maybe? Try that, and then we can say this will be like 1500 again. I think it's fine. To be honest, when I look at C# Unity code, I understand it instantly, but when I look at GDScript or visual scripting, like in your engine, I don't understand it even a bit. It's so weird. I mean, it's not super weird, especially if you're already used to C#. Sometimes it just clicks differently for different people too. I wouldn't sweat it too much. I think GDScript reads a little bit better to me, but again, that's mostly just because I'm way more familiar with Python, and this is kind of how Python works for the most part. Yeah. You don't need fixed process if you don't do physics, I believe. Yeah, it's not physics specifically, but it is like adjusting with velocity. So I'm gonna leave it in physics process because I don't know. What are you gonna do about it, huh? All right, shoot the thing. That's more the speed I was looking for. That looks like a proper projectile. Okay, so we can shoot stuff, dude. Heck yeah. Okay, so that's working. That's working as well. We need to say enemy. We also need enemy hit by projectile. And then in the sauce category, we're gonna add a couple things here. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say on hit visual, and I'm also gonna say on hit. So we already have on hit sound effect. On hit visual, and then I also want to have like damage flash on hit as well. I want to do both of these. Okay. Do I think your idea is good? Let me reread it again, but I'm gonna probably say yes no matter what, because I think almost no matter what I'm gonna hit you with yes, but it depends. Money drop from I feel get money off player on the box faster with wall upgrades. Right after each rebirth and each rebirth. So I think yes, it's good. But I think for the Tycoon game, I'm gonna change it. People really want gambling for some reason. I'm gonna change the output of the mixer. So context, this is for a different game we're making. I'm gonna change the output of the mixers to basically roll a random color that's like of a certain rarity, and you can upgrade the chance of you rolling higher things out of the mixer as the game goes on. So the upgrades you're getting are more like adjusting the casino odds in your favor. So you still get gambling, but it's like gambling that you can control. I don't know why everyone wants gambling so bad, to be honest, but whatever. So I don't know, maybe I can integrate both ideas. I'm not totally sure yet. We'll see. I'll see what I can do. The brackets is really nice. It makes more sense. That's totally, I get that. It like seems like scoped better or something. Yeah. Also lack of nullable hurts. That's true as well, yeah. I don't know how you plan on using the projectiles. You may already know this, but if you use the position to change where the projectile is instead of a vector, it will not work with other physics objects. I had a problem with this the other day. Yeah, and I kind of take a hardline stance on this where like I don't use in-game physics unless I am actively using physics for something. What do I mean by that? like, I know a lot of people just like throw their character into a character node, no matter like a player character node, no matter what. I don't really ascribe to that because like I don't like dealing with physics if I don't have to. So this whole game will probably just be on positional changes, and that's good enough for me. I don't need to necessarily like apply vectors or apply like velocity to things when I can just do it this way. As long as, and this actually makes it a little bit easier to like have the hitbox come with me. Now, if I was doing like a platformer or something and I needed physics for like gravity or something, then I would use physics and stuff, and then I would have to do like apply force to this instead or whatever. But for this kind of game, I think this is totally fine. It's also slightly big asterisk, slightly more efficient, but like who cares? I started to miss C++ syntax when using C#. Why do I suddenly want pointers? That's fucked up, yeah. You should never want to go back to C++. Figure you're much more experienced than me. That's not necessarily true, but I appreciate it regardless. I think we're okay for now, and we can always change it later if it doesn't work. Not a problem. For now, though, this is working. We have 2 things, and we can move around, and we can shoot. We also need to cap the player movement based on the background, but we're not there yet. So we need to probably here cap player movement, something like that. Okay, we need to do the enemy next, so that way we actually have something to shoot at. But we will do that in just a moment, because unfortunately I've hit the 1 hour mark on Twitch, so I need to run some ads. Otherwise the pre-rolls will be here. So I will be right back. Yeah. I'll put on some Subway Surfers for you though. YouTube Subway Surfers 10 hours. Yeah, hit me up with that. Yes. Here we go. You want the soap cutting too? Apparently the soap cutting was a big hit with people. We could do Minecraft actually. We didn't have no Minecraft one. Minecraft parkour 10 hours. Let's try that. Let's do this one. There you go. Nice parkour for you. All right, I'll be right back. Ads. BRB. Back in like 3 minutes-ish. Up. Yeah, I'm sorry that took forever. My tea would like not boil. It did eventually, but that shit took forever, man. What the heck? I have no idea why. Normally it takes like a minute. Must have used cold water or something. Or I haven't boiled it in a while. I boiled it before the stream, but I mean, obviously it doesn't stay boiled. It cooled off in the meantime, but seriously, normally my kettle takes like a minute, tops. What kind of tea did I get? I'm out of my lemon tea, so I'm drinking chamomile right now, which is a fine alternative. It might make me a little sleepy, but it's good tea. Very good tea. I need to go to like a fancy tea store here at some point. I know my friends have gone to a couple, but I see them all the time when I walk around. Know that they exist. I'm in Japan. They gotta have good tea around here. I think. I don't know why I had to qualify that I live in Japan there. But there's good tea everywhere. Okay. Let's see here. So, what were we doing? Oh, we're making enemies. We're making enemies. I'm gonna use some Admiral enemies because I just have them on hand, and that's probably good enough. So let's go ahead and make a dude. We're gonna make a new thing here. We're gonna call it Node 2D like this. This will be the enemies manager. Enemy manager. Enemies manager? Enemies manager? I'm gonna say enemy manager. It doesn't matter. Enemy manager like this. We're gonna look in the 2D space here. We're gonna say lock that also. And then we're gonna make a new node here. I love making enemies. 1v1 me Cobalt. When are we playing Peak? I wonder if this Friday, if we could play Peak with everybody. We're doing a games night in the Discord. We normally play Jackbox, but we're starting to have enough people that, like, I don't know if Jackbox is gonna be able to handle everybody. Maybe, we'll see. Maybe I can even stream the Jackbox. Actually, that might work too. Okay, we're gonna call this an enemy. Not enemy, enemy. Add a child node, animated sprite 2D, like this, and then we're gonna go get the sprites that we actually wanna use. I'm gonna go to my projects here. Sounds fun, actually. Cobalt, you wanna join? Win Terraria multiplayer server? There's so many good games that we could all play. We could do Minecraft, we could do Terraria, we could do Peak, we could do Jackbox. I'll put up a vote tonight to see what people want to play. I'd be down. I'd be down for a lot of different games. I want to play games, dude. I love games. Okay, game dev assets. Nope. That's Gates game dev assets. And we're gonna go to Admiral. I think I have a dedicated folder just for Admiral stuff. Yeah, Admiral. That's the golems. That's the knights. That's also knights. Skeleton. That's probably what I want. That's the skeleton. That's a skeleton witch. I just want like a regular skeleton. Thank you. Specters. A ghoul. No. Spectre 7? Dude, where's like, it's just like regular skeleton stuff. We have the skeleton witch, which like, it's cool, but where's like the, I think I had like a giant down, yeah, 80 monster packs. Here we go. They're not labeled. Skeletons, monster pack 40 skeletons. Skeleton gif. That looks like a perfectly acceptable man I could just murder endlessly. Yeah? Just hordes of this guy? Maybe some zombies? Are there some zombies in here? Let's see. Skeletons 2. Skeleton thug. That looks like the kind of guy that would run to beat me up. Maybe we do these guys. I kind of like these guys. He looks so polite, don't murder. These guys don't. These guys are mean mugging it, dude. What else we got in the monster packs? Slimes. We got spiders. We got goblins. Oh, goblins would be good, dude. Let's shoot some goblins. Goblin duel. Look at this little goof, this little goober. I love look at him go. I love him. I think we're doing that. The spear goblin. Oh, I kind of like the spear goblin better. Look at him. He's just a little guy. Anteater. Hey, be nice. He's perfect. I love this guy. You do kind of look like an anteater. What's a Gates game? Is it a genre I don't know of? You've definitely seen it. You've definitely seen a Gates game. Gates game. Mobile game. Yeah, mobile slop game. Okay, mobile slop game. Yeah. Here we go. This thing. This. Like one of these games. You have a character and you like shoot the thing as the thing comes down. What's the original? Top War or something? This one? Yeah, this garbage. Lonely survivor, can you survive alone? I'm making this game, but I'm gonna make it a roguelike, and also I'm gonna make it so that it's like a real video game that you can actually play, because if you want to play it, you actually, like, it doesn't exist. This person actually made the games too. I guess I'm not original. I mean, I never was, so it's okay. Yeah, you want those games, right? So here you go. Now let's see you clear them. Kind of a great idea. This garbage proceeds to make the game. Hey, that's why I know it's garbage, because I'm king of the garbage. I'm the trash man. Trash man. Oh no, I lost him. Where's the goblin? That's knights. Was it 3? Goblins. Goblin D's. So we're gonna extract all, and then we can grab this guy. Where did it go? Monster Pack 3. I'm gonna rename this. This is the goblins. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the sprite sheet. So we're gonna want the updated spear. What's this guy look like? He's fresh. Look at that. Cool. I'm gonna want the I think I just want move for now. And I only need left move. We're gonna grab this, copy it real quick. I thought you were gonna bring up a picture of those -100 ×2 army type mobile slot ads. Same concept, to be fair. You were basically correct anyways. Are those guys so small? I don't know. They just are. It's okay. I hope they don't look too small, because in game we might need to adjust the sprite size or something. These are gonna be enemy sprites. And then we're gonna add one for the goblins. Goblins, like this. And then we can go ahead and paste that in. We can go ahead and paste that in. Thank you. And then we can attach it here. So we're gonna go to this, new sprite frames. We're gonna say default. Their default is just the one where they're moving to the left. So I'm gonna go up and say enemy sprites, goblins, spear, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 4. That's actually correct. Like this, add 6. And then I believe everything else is scaled by 2. So if I scale by 2, let's see how you look. You look like that. That's, that works. There we go. Do you have dergs? I don't know what that word means, and it worries me. Possibly? I don't have dregs, if you're just dyslexic. Yeah, it's like it's a little guy. Hydrate? You got it. You got it, Captain. Wouldn't it be more accurate if they were half the size? Dragon? Dragon D's. We've got a couple dragons in here, actually. I wonder if this person, the person that made these sprites, has other sprites I could use actually for the enemies. It might look a little bit more cohesive. And as I've said before, if you ever subscribe to me on twitch.tv, you're basically just funneling money into different artists. Itch.io Soga. I think they do have like an enemy pack. Maybe. Okay, let's see. Twitch streamers are my favorite types of Tamagotchi. Oh my god, he's speaking in tongues. Like I'm a naughty type, huh? Dragons and goblins versus squirrels. Look at, they have literal dudes I could use. Oh, we about to buy so many asset packs, dude. Oh no. Does he have like a little goblin? Oh no. I'm about to spend $7 on a goblin, dude. Look at this little guy. Look at him. I love him. I can spend $8 on an asset pack. What are you gonna do about it? It's so good. In a bundle. What's the bundle though? Buy all for only $17? I could have the rogue, the female goblin, and the fighter goblin. I mean, listen, that's all we need. we would be perfect. We would be completed. And then for the big boss man, look at this big guy. We could even get this guy. Look at it. Look at him attack. It's crazy. He goes crazy. Can't make the game without him. I fear it's true. I fear we need them. Does itch do the thing where if I buy one of them, it lets me like get the other ones cheaper? If you get one, you have to get them all. I would hate to separate them from their family. That's true. I wouldn't want to do that to them. I already own this one and this one, and I'm going to use them in the game too. For different gates, you're going to get different characters. Oh, man. Oh, no. Luckily, this is all they have, because otherwise I'd spend all my money here. I kind of like the Skeleton Knight, too. This is in another bundle. Ooh, the Night Creatures pack. Luckily, this one is not as cohesive, so I'm going to go get the Gobos for sure. All right. Make it off screen so you don't leak my credit card, please. Hey, with PayPal? Now, if we're lucky, it won't ask me for my credit card. That means I have enough in the PayPal balance to afford it. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm going to click the button and see what happens. I clicked PayPal balance. Let's go! It didn't deny it. I actually paid for it with stream money. We would like your credit card and the numbers on the back. You can't even get it this time because I got it. You paid for it. You people in your ad viewing and your subscriptions. I love numbers. Could you please say the 3 on the back of your credit card? I had a credit card. So I had a credit card from. I'm not gonna say in case you dox me, but legitimately the 3 numbers on the back of my card at one point in my life. This is an old card, by the way. Don't steal my identity. Was 420. And the problem with having the funny meme number on your credit card number is you can't tell people that it's a funny meme because then they'll steal your credit card. I've been cursed with knowledge. Like I had to walk around every day of my life knowing I have a hilarious credit card number and I couldn't say a goddamn word about it until now when I finally moved to Japan and I have a different credit card now. I can finally tell you that for a little bit of time I had the funny 420 number on my credit card. I've been carrying that burden for years. I've used the crown of the meme. Did I close the card? Yes. Well, it has been closed. Or is it open and forgotten? No, it was an old card that expired. So they sent me a new card. I believe it was an old card without a chip in it. And I was very adamant that I didn't want to get a chip card. And they're like, nah, it's more secure. And then turns out it's easier to skim a chip card than it is a magnet card. And I want to walk into the ocean or whatever. But it's all good, you know? Don't worry about it. It's a tough life for me. I'm glad everyone is realizing the amount of like how difficult my life was in this moment. So thank you. I appreciate all of that. I'm gonna delete this, and then I'm gonna delete this. Chipper NFC? It was the card I had before they made it so every card had the chip in it. And I think the chip and the NFC are the same, but I'm not 100% sure if that's correct. Cards may have been NFC before the RFID chip. I don't know. But it was the RFID chip, and I hate that stupid chip, which doesn't even work 90% of the time, by the way. This is not the time to rant about the chips. I just don't like them, okay? All right, we're going to take the Rogue Goblin as our like normal enemy. I'm going to download it. I'm going to open it. There it is in all its beautiful glory. So sad that the cards where the 3 numbers change every day didn't take off. That seems difficult. I mean, then again, my dumbass like forgets the 3 numbers all the time anyways, and I constantly check, even though like my current card is a virtual card, so like there's no physical card. I don't have a physical card for my current bank, which is even weirder because then it's all just NFC. And if I need to swipe my card somewhere, I don't know what to do. I have like a cash card, but that only works at an ATM, so I don't know. We're gonna say run. Actually, we need to move this to game dev assets real quick so I don't forget it. I'm gonna say copy. We're gonna go to. I'm surprised this isn't pinned. Game dev assets. We're gonna make a new folder here for Otsoga. Soga, because I'm gonna have a lot of their stuff. Oops. Paste it in. Like that. Okay, cool. Now we can go here. We're gonna say run. Full. Oh, I need the loop actually. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Oh, it's all in separate PNGs, dude. What? Huh? You have a sprite sheet for me? Oh, sprite sheet number 1.png. There we go. That's the one I want. Yeah, let's grab that. We're gonna copy and paste that in here. There we go. Now we got the spreadsheet. I'm gonna rename this. Just Rogue Goblin. Yeah. Cool. Saw in the movies that Americans use the magnet strips on cards. I don't know if mine even works. We have a little chip and insert the cards into the terminal now. That's all NFC RFID. I just don't like it, man. I don't know. I feel like it's easier to hack than like the magnet thing. The magnet thing, the person next to me on the street can't steal my card with like the magnet thing. Although I don't think that's how like the RFID skimmers work either. So I don't know. Now I know there's just a big market for like those aluminum plated wallets or whatever the hell they are. So people can't like skim your cards. I only have virtual cards, one for NFC, linked with the wallet, and the other for purely digital stores. The digital one, like, I'm coming around on it because it is kind of nice that like I don't have to carry a card with me. It's just annoying when like I get to the situation where they're like, I need the card, and then all of a sudden I don't have the card, like by definition. Because not everyone accepts, like, hell, in Japan a lot of places don't even accept cards. It's just like cash only, so it's just a trickier thing to use, I guess. I don't know. I just want to complain about it. Thank you for listening. Chicken and egg problem? A little bit, yeah. Working fast food, I just tap the chip reader and it's nice and efficient. Might not be as safe, but it being efficient is nice. For sure. I mean, that undeniably, that's really nice. Especially when I pay like at the grocery store and I just tap my thing and I'm out of there in 2 seconds. It is really convenient, for sure. You can't clone a card, only auth a purchase or multiple. Oh. That's the thing is like, I'm pretty sure if you went next to my like wallet and skimmed one of my cards and like just did like a $10 purchase off Amazon or whatever, like my bank's not going to stop that. I might even not even notice it on like my balance because I don't check my like checking account every day, right? So there's a chance you'll just get away with it. All right, we need the Rogue Goblin here. It's what? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, the comfortable 19 by 7, of course. Uh-oh. Why him like slightly offset, huh? It's okay. I think this is the run loop. Is this the run loop? I think so. What is the loop in here? I lost the file for it. No, because he like stops midway through the run. I just need the loop. This is to run? I think this is where the run starts. It's gonna be here, 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 here. Here, here, here. Yeah, it's gonna be like that, I think. Let's see it. Yep, that looks right to me. Or no, it's like missing 1 frame. Hang on. I'll put you to 12. Yeah, it's missing 1 frame, but where? Is it this one? It's probably the last one, right? Yeah, I think it's missing like 1 right at the end. Let's try adding where would I find the frame that I need for that though? Cuz maybe the start is actually here. Hold on. Try again. I'm gonna go this way. Maybe the 2 run is on the other frame or something. Because this is clearly the stop because it can see like the dust particles. Let's try that one maybe. No, it's like, okay, let me just start deleting frames from the start. Eventually it'll look right. I think we need to delete 1 more. Right now? Dude, it still looks weird. Hang on. Where did I put this? Rogue Goblin here. Yeah. Run. Loop. Loop 1 is this one. Oh, I got the wrong one for the start of the run, huh? Wait. Which one is loop 1? Okay, so it's like his right foot is poking up a little bit. This is where the loop starts? And the loop ends. Hang on. So this is where the loop should start, and then the loop should end where? Dude, I'm so confused. Is there a way I can like just merge these somehow in Sprite? Like, I mean, I can open them all and put them into a thing and then make my own sprite sheet, obviously, but like that seems like a lot of work. Yeah, let's see again. I'm gonna delete all these. Then we're gonna go through this. We're gonna really figure this out. 1 moment. Okay, first frame is this one. This is the first frame in the loop. It's possible that the loop just doesn't line up super well either. So it's this one. Pretty clearly that that's the same to me. Okay, so then the last one is this one. Like that. I think it's this one. Okay. It's this one. Here. We're gonna go zoop like that. Add 10. Oh, it's 10 frames. Okay. Yeah, okay, that works. Jeesh. Yeah, what's up, Anna? Welcome in. The weird thing is, though, he's like super offset for some reason. I don't know why the center of the frame is over here. It's really strange. Just mess with the offset a little bit. Get him to center up a little more. The problem is if I flip H, he's gonna be over there now. We might need to clip this ourselves, honestly. I think it's okay for now, but I think this might run into problems later. Let's see how he looks. Yeah, he's around. Okay, look at that. And then we can shoot him. Nice. Look at that. Love his silly little walk. He is quite silly with it. Okay, we need to start him on the other side of the screen now. So let's lock this and also set the position back to 0, 0. Oops. The position needs to go here. This is the node we actually want to move. So we're going to take the enemy over here, and then we're going to add a script. Add script like this. And we're going to say class name enemy node. Node extends node 2D. And then on his update, he just needs to move to the right. So on ready var, there should just be export var, I guess. Export var move speed equals has 150. Why not? We're going to say function process. We're going to say position.x plus equals move speed times delta. And since everyone else is in fixed process, we'll do physics like this. Yeah, what's up, Anna? Welcome in. Good to see you again. How's it going? Like this. He's going backwards. I guess the move speed should be minus because he's coming to the left. Is he running towards us? Look at him, he's running towards us. Shoot him, shoot him. Oh no, he's coming, dude. Ah! Okay, he got us. Nice, it works. I love when it works. Done. We need to prefab it though. I'm gonna add that. So enemy, I'm gonna call this enemy node. This is gonna be enemy spawning. Enemy spawning. This enemy node. We need to prefab. And then enemy, and then we just do enemy spawning. I guess this would be enemy node prefab. I guess is the better way of doing this. That enemy spawning like that. Okay, cool. Will this game have annoying ads which pop up in the middle of gameplay? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's gonna be like 15 ads. Half of them are gonna be for like gambling websites specifically targeting children. I think that's probably the best way to do it. No, this game's gonna have no ads, no in-game purchase or anything. Probably. Totally free game. No ads, no nothing. I think I'll also make a paid version. If you want to support me, you can buy the paid version, but otherwise, you just play the free one. I don't care. Oh, good. Maybe we do cosmetics. Honestly, if this gets big enough and the artist wants to, and I want to like contact the artist for stuff, maybe I can commission them for new stuff, and then I could put that in the game, and then I would charge that as like a cosmetic or something. But I would probably give them a cut of whatever it is too. But that's dreaming big. I'm pretty sure this person already works on like crazy big games. I think they're the person that does Isadora's Edge, actually. If I remember correctly. Isadora's Edge artist. Not you. Listen. I know this guy from his YouTube videos, and I like his YouTube videos. It does annoy me when he says he does the art, because I don't think he does the art. I think it's Otsuka. Yeah, let me see. Otsuka. No, maybe it isn't. No, it's the person that does the Rogue Girl. It's Pedro Pixels. No, it's Pixel the Wise. It's Pixel the Wise. It's this person. Pixel the Wise Art Station. I think this is the person that does the art for Isadora's Edge, if I remember correctly. I think you can see it somewhere in here as like an early prototype or something. Yeah, no, that's not it. I think it is. I think this is like the early version of her. I think, if I remember correctly. I don't know why I'm going down this like lore dump. This person I respect a lot too, though. This artist is so cracked. This is the Rogue Girl, if people remember from like years ago. We used this asset. It's so cool. I think they're updating it too. Yeah, they have the updated version. Look at how good this version. I want this so bad. Let me buy it. I want to give you money. Look at this shit, dude. It's so sick. One day I'll be able to do that. Not yet though. Not even. Give me about 300 years. They're so talented, dude. I use them as a reference a lot when I was learning pixel art, but we don't need to look at my pixel art, so it's all okay. I want to be able to draw like this. Oh, I like this one too. Look at this. Bonk. Zoop. Shit's so good, dude. But this is like 1,000,000 frames, by the way. Kind of insane. So sick. So sick. Okay, anyways, sorry, I got way distracted. But just add that respawning cost, 99 cents each. Sure, but your first hit is free. Then after that, cough up. Not very good at art, and I want to make a game as beautiful as Hollow Knight, and neither my skills nor my wallet can make up for it. No worries, you can get there. You just gotta keep practicing and be very, very patient. But, I mean, honestly, coding for Hollow Knight, not really that hard, because it's just like a platformer. There's a lot of resources out there for how to code it. I don't know how to do the art for Hollow Knight, though. That shit is goddamn gorgeous, and I can make like stick figures in paint. That's the best I can do. Okay, so we're gonna prefab this node. We're gonna convert to scene. We're gonna call it enemy scene, probably. Makes a lot of sense. Oh, this would be actually enemy node. So I'm gonna rename this one. Enemy node, and then we can convert this to a scene. Save that in scenes, perfect. And then delete. And then attach script on here. This will be class name enemy manager extends node 2D like this. I guess it'll be enemy manager node, but we already know it's a node because it's a manager class, so it's all good. We're gonna say we're gonna add a timer to the we'll add a timer to it. And this will be the enemy spawn timer. The thing is, I want this thing to be like it's gonna spawn like big, like, because if you look at these games, they spawn like 1,000,000 enemies at once. Okay, I don't have a good example of this, but it's not just like one enemy at a time. I'm gonna do one enemy at a time right now, but I actually want this to be like a wave spawn timer, not just like a enemy spawn timer. When it spawns a wave, it's gonna spawn like 100 enemies in a box and then send the box at you, and then it'll like give another wave or something. Yeah. What's up, Heachum? Welcome back. Good to see you again. Messing around with pixel art since my friend convinced me to spend 20 bucks on it. Did you buy A-Sprite? That sounds like it's approximately $20. I think you're an A-Sprite enjoyer. It's not a scene, it's a prefab. It's not a node, it's a game object. I do not prefab, I do not node. A-Sprite the goat, for sure, it's so good. Realize I didn't specify it? It's okay, I can read the tides. Okay, I'll let this... No fab. I hit Control-C, Control-V until my game is done. Libre Sprite also really good. Yeah. Can we talk about why Uma's Cinderella Grey is actually kind of good? I don't know what you're talking about, but I recognize the word Uma, and I would like to play more Uma Musume. Okay, so for this part, we need to spawn in waves. So we need to say bunk. No, we need to have the timer. This is the wave spawn timer. Again, we're just doing one enemy right now for the wave, but okay, this song is, that's a veto for me. I apologize. We're gonna have the wave timer like this. We're gonna say wave timer. So on ready, sorry. Function ready. Wave timer dot connect. No, it's timeout dot connect. Timeout dot connect. Spawn wave. Then we can make that function. So we're gonna say function spawn wave. And for now, we just need the one enemy. There you go. Sky, stupid question. What would it look like if you tried making the full game in one scene? It would not be impossible, but you would need to have like copies of things that you need to copy to make. Essentially, you'd prefab anyways, right? Or you'd have every enemy that you know is going to spawn in your game exist at the start of the game, and then like move them into frame at the right time. But that's silly. Like, don't do that. Uma Musume Cinderella Grey is an anime for Uma Musume. It's kind of good for an anime about horse girls running. I mean, so is the game. Painful? I definitely think, yeah. But if you want to prototype your game really fast, I honestly would not be the worst thing in the world. Spawn wave. We need the actual scene for this now. Why are you? You're not a scene. You're a script, dude. Go home. Okay, so we're gonna say enemy manager here. We're gonna go to the enemy node like this. We're gonna do this, and then we can say enemy node.instantiate like that, and then we're gonna say so var enemy new enemy equals this. Yep. And that spawn wave not declared in current scope. It's literally this, but I spelled it wrong. Gold she. Dude, I went to Comic-Con a couple days ago. There was like a million gold ships. It was awesome. All right, so new enemy dot position equals get spawn position. Right now, get spawn position is just simply going to return something in the middle of the screen on the other side of the screen. So I'm going to say, but whoa. This is where we can randomize it later. Function get spawn position. For now, return vector to 1200 by 500. I don't know. That's fine. And then we're going to say new enemy, add child, new enemy. And that should give us a person at the other end of the screen. So let's set this to be 1 second. We'll say auto start. And then so in 1 second, we should have something spawn over here. Look at that. Hey, look at them. They're all running towards me. It's working. They kind of look like they're just like going somewhere. Sorry, there's just like a parade of gobos. Gold she's stuck in my head. I'm gonna go watch Umanime. Hey, good luck. Have a good time. Okay, so now we have an endless armory of marching goblins, that's fantastic. The Goblin Congo line. Also, thank you for the follow, Moonstill. X should be const based on screen resolution. Y should be random, right? Yeah, basically, yeah. But I don't know what like the safe spawning area is yet, and also we don't need to worry about it. We just need to get the game functional. Then we'll sauce it up a little bit. So this works. This works. Next, we want to actually have the thing get hit. I'm gonna say one shot for now on this timer, not permanently, just for a little bit. What does your title mean? We're making one of those mobile slop games. Mobile game slop gate. Yeah, we're making one of these. It's one of the, or like one of these multiplication gate games. I'm making one of these. But I'm gonna make it fun and also a roguelike. And also no ads or anything, and it's gonna be free. And also it's gonna be sideways because I like using pixel art. Yeah, one of these. It's because, do you know why? Do you know why this whole thing started? It's because my dumbass was like, you know what? This actually looks kind of fun. I know it's gonna be bad, but it looks kind of fun. Let me go download the game, right? And so you go to download Age of Origins or whatever, right? Right? That's what you go to download? Yeah, except guess what, idiot? That's not what the fucking game is. You think it's this? No, it's not. It's the official website Purchase Center. Go now. The discounts are higher than in-game purchases. Purchase to get more discounts. Then you click this, and now you're in payservice.ageoforigins.game.com/hashtag benefits center. The first thing, I haven't even played the goddamn game yet, and they're offering me a first-time purchase bonus of 50. 50 what, motherfucker? I don't know what this is. Anyway, so I had like a pretty reasonable crash out about it. And then I thought, hang on a minute. I'm a game developer. If I want to play this game, I can just like make the game. I can just make this, dude. I don't need to. Yeah. You had a secondary reasonable crash out. That was me like explaining the first crash out. You mean you never wanted 50? I do sometimes when it's, you know. It's a good point. It's a good point, Regenki. Sometimes when I'm alone at night, you know, at 2 a.m., had a hard day at work. You know, I didn't eat well. My room's a mess. My laundry isn't done. My dishes are unclean. And I'm sitting there laying in my bed. You know what I could really use? At that moment, 50. I could use a 50. A 50 of what? I don't know. It was never specified in the first place. But I sure could use it. But anyways, the worst problem of all of this is that this kind of looks fun. And so I kind of want to just make the game. Because it kind of looks fun. I don't know. So I'm going to make it. Wait, this isn't even... This is ageofzorigins.com. This is like a different... What are we even doing here, man? Also, why the fuck do your buttons not line up with your, like, goddamn text, man? What? Like, this shit is even... It's... Your fucking shitty-ass Bootstrap website don't even have, like, the text rendered all the way. Look, you're missing, like, half the top of your screen. Anyways. About us. I don't want to know a damn thing about you. Your every Bootstrap ever website. Hang on. Oh, is this you? Oh, you made your Bootstrap website? Oh, look at this. Oh, this button makes the page scroll. Interesting. Want to make an original website yourself? Google that shit. Oh, so creative. Ooh, yeah, seriously, it's this template. My contact information. Oh, is this the button that makes the page scroll? Oh, interesting. Interesting that. Interesting. Very interesting. You get 2.5 crash outs out of me. Yeah, so something like that. What's wrong with Bootstrap though? Nothing's wrong with it. It's just a nice looking template. You know. John WordPress called. I feel the same way about WordPress that I do with AI code. I think it was a net benefit to people who did web dev. Getting dangerously close to your daily crash out limit. The doctor said it wasn't good for your heart. You gotta let off the steam every once in a while. You know, you gotta let it like a little bit off the top or it'll just keep building up on you, you know? So actually, what I'm doing is healthy, if you think about it. It's actually healthy if you don't think about it. As soon as you do think about it, probably you're gonna realize I'm full of bullshit. Okay, we need to be able to have this enemy actually get hit by a projectile. So the way we're gonna do that is we're gonna go to the enemy node and we're going to add a collision shape. So collision shape, like that. Sorry, we're gonna add an area 2D. Like that. And then we're gonna add the collision shape to the area 2D, and then we can make the rectangle shape. We can make it something a little bit like this. Good enough for me. We'll actually make this slightly closer to the head, like that. Like that. And maybe like you can shoot through his feet a little bit too, otherwise it's gonna look a little bit weird. So we got something like that for the hitbox. There you go. John WordPress has his own crash out a while ago. Hear me out, the HTML CSS programmer of the Age of Origins website deserves to keep their talent hidden. That's such a funny sentence. I agree. I got my first review on my isekai web novel. Dude, that's awesome. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to like what I'm doing because I have a massive bait and switch on the next chapter. Well, I'm still glad you got a thing. Have you posted that in the Discord, the Sky Gray Discord, where you can post things like in the Show Your Stuff channel? Just hypothetically. Just, you know, I was just asking you, not for no other particular reason or whatever. Okay, so we do something like this. Pretty cool. Okay. So you have this. We need to do the collision layers now. Okay, so we're gonna have, starting on 5, this will be enemy hitbox. And then we need projectiles as well. So I'm gonna do 15. This will be player projectile, like that. So you can go ahead and be on 5. And you can mask to, did I say it 15? Yeah, player projectile, like that. Okay, cool. Silksong announcement in 2 tomorrows. What? Okay. I don't mean to call you out for Silk posting, but hasn't it already been announced? Hasn't it? I'm very excited for it. Don't get me wrong. I've played these games before. I've understand why people need mesh or polygon collision hitboxes when a rectangle and a bean will do the job just fine. Oh, 100%. Yeah, I don't think. something player experience. Also, sometimes people have like a headshot one, so I'll start silking it until Team Cherry delays it again. Don't put that evil on me. All right, we need the projectile node to have an area 2D for itself. They posted a premiere. Oh. Hey, I hope the development team feels good about the game, and I hope it lives up to the players' expectations, you know? I'm a different kind of animal, I guess. Do something like this for the arrow. Just put it on the arrowhead like that. And then we're going to mask you to... You are a projectile, and you're going to... Sorry, you are a projectile, and you will mask to the enemy hitbox. There we go. Okay, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it now before anyone gets mad at me. It's technically a hurt box. I know. Okay, it's a hurt box. Whatever. But okay, so we got this now. We got that now. Okay, so when you actually get hit, we're getting Roblox lawsuits before Silksong. Getting GTA 7 before Silksong. Worst case scenario is the entire game is canceled. I'll cry. I'll cry on stream. Nothing against Team Cherry. Silk posting is fun. Silk posting is fun. The creative me wants the devs to feel happy and accomplished. The greedy gamer me wants it now. Fair. End posting is happening in the Minecraft community, by the way. What is end posting? Are we getting an end update? Okay, so you got this thing. You need an area entered then. So function ready. We're gonna say this is enemy hurt. We'll say that this is hurt box. Hurt box. End update tomorrow? Wait, actually? That's so insane that they'd update it tomorrow. Area enter dot connect, and this will be hit by attack. No, but you just said it was going to be tomorrow. What the heck, man? All right, area 2D. This will be the attack area 2D like this, and then hydrate. Thank you. What we can do then is I want to do a damage flash, and I also want to take damage. So the actual var attack node will be the area attack area dot get parents like this. There we go. And then we'll do a damage flash as well. So we're gonna take damage at some point too. So we need something like function, or we need something like on ready var hit points equals 100. I don't know why not. And then for this, we're gonna say take damage. We're gonna say attack node dot damage, which means we also need on the projectile node. We're gonna need the actual damage that this thing does. So function, or sorry, we're gonna say on ready var damage. For now, we're just gonna hard code it is 10. It's 20. It's 50. I had 2 hits. So you do take damage like this. We need to add that function as well. So function take damage. This is damage amount int. We're gonna say hit points minus equals damage amount. If hit points is less than or equal to 0, we're gonna say Q free. For now, actually what we should do is say die. That. This, and then in die. For now, we're just gonna say Q free because we don't have anything else to do. So Q free, like that. For damage flash, we're just gonna self-modulate real quick. So we're say damage flash like this. We need a modulate timer, so we're gonna add a timer real quick. So timer like this. This will be the damage flash timer. We're gonna play this 2 times, 3 times. I don't know. First thing we're gonna do is start the timer. This will determine like. We don't need to do this. We can chain tweens. Yeah, no, we don't need this. This is dumb. We're gonna say var damage tween equals get tree dot create tween like this, and then we're gonna say we're gonna say damage tween dot tween property. We're gonna say self, and then we're gonna say self modulates. What we're gonna do is go towards red, color dot red, and then we're gonna say duration is, I don't know, our flash duration equals 0.5 maybe. Color red, we're gonna flash red, and then we're gonna go back to normal. So damage tween dot tween property, self modulates. We're gonna go back to white, I believe is the. If you do white, it goes back to being like the regular color, and then flash duration, and that should do 1 pulse. I want to make sure that that's working. Okay, so we're chilling. We have a second person. We're gonna shoot at the goblin. Okay, well, we accidentally killed them too quickly. Let's make the projectile do less damage. Projectile here. We're gonna do 10 like that instead. Flash. Oh, I spelled duration wrong, huh? Thank you. Flash duration. There you go. Zoop, zoop, like that. Thank you. Thank you, Gene. Appreciate you. Cool, so now we can do this. It only does 10 damage now, so we should see the damage flash. I don't see it. Why? I'm gonna go here. Oh, because it's self-modulate. It needs to be modulate. Well, or we could just modulate the sprite, actually. That's probably the best way to do it. Please go away. I don't need you. Okay, so we're gonna do... We need a reference to the animated sprite, so this is gonna be the sprite. This, we're gonna grab that like that, and then we're gonna say sprite, self-modulate that way. There we go. Let's try that. And pew pew. I only needed to hit once. Okay, that's way too long of a duration. This needs to be like 0.15 or something. But there we go. That should work. Shoot him. It's working. Nice. Wait, I don't think we can even kill him at the current state, though. Oops, I typed an extra S because I was playing the game while the game was running. Try again. You can tell the contacts at Microsoft. Wait, tell your contacts at Microsoft to make Word good. I don't know anyone at Microsoft anymore, I don't think. But I'll let them know. I still have some influence there. That's not true, I have none. Cool, so we have the damage flash. I'm gonna make it loop twice, just so it looks better. Damage tween dot set loops 2, and I also want to set the ease, I think, but we can mess with that later. So it should loop twice now. The thing is, if there's already one playing, it's gonna overlap these, but we'll fix that later. In the sauce, fix damage tween overlap. If it's even a thing, I don't know if it is. Enemy hit by projectile, done. Next we need the gate spawning mechanism. We need the gate values. We need to roll the gate values as well. Okay, sweet. Let's work on that then. Let me check the time real quick. I'm not going over or anything like that. Looks like we're chilling. Cool. Okay. So the gate spawning mechanism. How do I want to handle this? Good question. Thanks for asking. It's gonna spawn on the right side of the screen. It's gonna have similar velocity to the goblins or whatever. Maybe it should even be faster so you can get the power-ups like faster than the goblins. The thing is, like, they don't have any movement, so they can kind of work as, like, they can be as fast or slow as you need them to be, I guess. So that's not really a big problem. It's a bit of a weird one. Well, let's get the gate spawning done first, and then we'll do, like, the number values as well. And then once we get that done, we can tweak the, like, finer details. So I need to do a couple things here. First, replace sprites with gate sprite. To do that, I need to first create a gate node, and then I need to split up the sprites for Y sorting. I think is if you hit the gate, it's just gonna automatically trigger, but it's okay. This is okay. We need the gate value, like RNG, I guess is the better way of saying that. We need the gate value display on top. We should actually do this first, and then we can do the RNG after. We'll just have everything default to 1. We need to slice up the image or the numbers from txpeng. This is where things are gonna be a little bit weird because we can't use like. Is there a way I could turn the stuff I got from txpeng into a font? Because I want to use these numbers because they look real nice. But I would need to turn them into a font somehow, and I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do like an incomplete font either. But I think that's the easiest way of doing this. We need to turn this into a font. So I guess we gotta create a custom font too. I don't know how to do that though. Create custom font? Okay. We got a lot to do here. What's the program you're using for the to-do list? It is Obsidian. It's the greatest program ever made, and I use it for literally everything in my life because it's awesome. Obsidian. We grab it for you. There you go. It's real nice. Make a custom object which displays an array of images. So that's what I did with when Rosati did this, but I think it's easier if I want to do like text manipulation to code it into a font. Check out my can, thank you. You're welcome. I am an Obsidian merchant. all I do is sell Obsidian. It's awesome. Okay. Cool. So that's all good to go. How do we prefab this stuff? I sent you to use text box with let you use image names, address, and text. Yeah, but then you have to like point to the right spot in the like for the number that you want to use. So I think font is actually easier. Exit 2 is great for planning out books and stories as well. Ooh. I bet it is. Yeah, because you can kind of be like, if you're like talking about a certain character or something, you could like do the all linking thing. Yeah. I mean, I used to like basically code my entire games in explicitly Obsidian, and and then I'd like the actual coding part's a lot easier. Okay. I kind of want to use like a bigger shot now that we're standing still anyways. Although these could be like alts and stuff. It's like this could be like the critical or something that does like ×3 damage or so, I don't know. Wait, when she dies, does she like melt into the floor? Oh no, she's just sliding. Okay, cool. Never mind. Nothing, she's too precious. Nothing can happen to her. Do we have like a different shot animation? Just curious. I don't use Obsidian much because it's Electron. The Circle of Fate, the famous component of writing any story. I prefer the villain dodecahedron. Okay, so oh, dude, look at we're gonna have so many cool alts and stuff, dude. Look at this. You're gonna be able to channel this like crazy shot with the roguelike upgrades. Okay, anyways, what was I doing? What were we working on? Gate sprite. We need the gate sprite. Okay, so I need to load this sprite into its own thing with the 3 separate layers. So what I need to do is, what's the best way of doing this? The best way of doing this is to take each of these components and put them into their own file. And then yeah. I put each of these into their own file, and then I can position them in the game. And I can like extend or collapse as many of these like cells. I think this might actually need to be sliced a little bit differently, so I can have like this will always be the start, but this part, if I want to make the gates larger or smaller, this part needs to be like textured differently. But I can just tile the texture, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, what's up, Rasati? Hello, hello. I think these pillars are actually the same, so I only need one of them. No, because they have the blue in front or the back. Okay. Yeah, what's up, Derpa? Welcome in. I'm gonna say new, like this. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty well. How are you? Oops, I grabbed the wrong thing. Oh no, I guess it's actually not true that I do actually only need the one pillar. Right? What? Which layer is the pillar on? On this layer. Yeah, I actually only need the pillar because the transparent gate goes behind. I have no idea what time it is, but it is like time undeniably. That is true. It's definitely one of the time. One of the times of all time. Paste it in like this. There we go. Okay, we can go like this. What are you making? Enter the Gungeon, The Last Sanctum. We're making one of those mobile slop games. But we're making it good, and we're making it with roguelike elements, and we're making it fun. Because I saw a version of the game that I wanted to play, and then I tried to play it, and it wouldn't let me because it was actually an ad for some dumb other gambling game. And so I'm making my own game, and it's going to be free, and it's going to have no ads, and you can just play the fucking game, and I'm going to add stuff to the game to make it more fun. But it's actually just like a normal game. You could just go play the game, because I wanted to make it. Will this be on mobile? Yeah. I'm going to do my best to get it on there. I have to renew my Apple license. Oh, also my laptop died. Oh, shit. I didn't think about that. How am I gonna get this on Apple? I don't have a laptop anymore. Fuck. I'll just try my best to revive the laptop, I guess. Wait, that actually sucks really bad. What the heck? I mean, I could upload it off my work laptop, but that seems dubious. I don't know what's up with my laptop. It literally will not turn on or charge. And I don't really know why. I gotta take it into, like, Apple Care or some shit like that, man. Who cares about iOS? Android for the win? I don't know, like, a good 60% of phone users? Just don't make it on Apple? I want to, though. Why would I not make it on Apple? It's so easy to port it to Apple from Godot, to be honest. I just need to port it into Xcode, but I don't know why my laptop, like, won't turn on. I'll mess with it after stream. I don't think it's, like, dead. I just... Looking at it right now. It was literally working, like, 2 weeks ago, and I got on a plane with it, and then I guess... Yeah, dropped it or something, or... Someone dropped it at the airport, and they were... No, it just will not turn on. And the battery doesn't feel... Worked like it's normal size. I don't know. Maybe I'll open it up and... What's up? Oh, I need those, like, fucking... hexagon... gas star screws. Ah, Apple, you frustrate me so. I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll just throw it up on Android first, and then... If it gains some traction, I'll throw it on something else. Xcode is bloated because it's the final layer of defense for actually shipping something in iOS. True. I guess I could throw it on my work laptop just to get the Xcode export and then transfer it back over. That probably would be fine. Just open Xcode real quick. Maybe that works. I don't know. Export as. We're going to choose a file here. We're going to go to our projects. We're going to go to the Gates game. Then we're going to say Godot, Gates game, assets, Gates. I'm going to say this is Gate Pillar. Gates Pillar.png. Export it, and then we also need the, like, gate, like the hollow, this part. We need this part. And I think that's on layer 1. Nope, I think that's on layer 3. Yep. So we need this, whatever this thing is. I don't know what you would call this. It's like the gate slice? The gate thing? I don't know. We're gonna take that and we're gonna make a new sprite, just that bit like that. Then we can say file export, export as. Go this hollow. Yeah, it's probably the gate hollow. That's a good word for it. Projects, gates door. That probably works as well. I like hollow. It sounds like futuristic-y. Assets gates. This will be the gate hollow. Gate hollow. My naming conventions is getting mixed, but whatever. And now when we go here, we can go to the gates manager. We can go to the gate node. We're going to have 3 sprites instead. So we can get rid of this old janky looking one. Add a node here. So this is going to be a sprite 2D. Put it here, and then we're going to say Control V. Or sorry, let's actually load this first. So load assets, gates, gate pillar, and then set the scale to be 2. And then we're going to copy, paste it. So this will be left pillar, and this will be right pillar. Right pillar like that. And then we need one more. The gate hollow. Gate hollow. Gate hollow. That's gat hollow. Gate hollow. Texture load. Assets. Layer sprites. Nope. Gates. Gate hollow like that. And then same thing, transform times 2. Okay, so we have this now, and then we can move the pillar. That's the collision shape. I need that to be locked for the moment. Move the left pillar. Okay. The thing is we need to set these like programmatically because otherwise they're not going to line up perfectly on the grid, which is a bit of a problem, but how's it lined up in the sprites? Go back to your home. The top of this sprite. Oh, there's like a little spot for it to like latch into the pillar. It's like that. Yeah. Oh, and then you go 2 up. Like that. I'm gonna go 2 down actually. Go like that. Yeah, and then the left pillar is gonna move to here. And if we enable Y sort, it should all just line up well. Go like that, I think. How do you land on this one? Like one from the bottom. Oh, it's like way further down. What the heck? One from the bottom? Yeah. That? Yep, just about. Okay. This one's a little bit lower. Yeah, it like covers that top triangle. Yeah. Okay, so it's like this. And then what we're going to do is go here and we're going to say Y sort enabled. Y sort enabled like that. And then it should, there we go. Look at that. So now you have the hard outline on the gate on this side and then the hollow and then the thing in the center. And I'm going to move the hollow down a little bit actually. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So if we hit play now, we should see the updated version of the gate. Look at that. Oh, that looks a lot better. That looks so much better. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Going well. Okay. What next? What next is I take another ad break. Because it's ad time again, and I need to take a little break to rest my voice. Time is it? 9:30? Okay. Yeah, small break, small break. Okay. I'm gonna run ads. I'll be right back. 1 moment. What do I call this? Minecraft Parkour Hours. Here you go. I'll be right back. Enjoy. BRB. Hello. Have you been since we last talked? Hope you're well. Good song, man. I like it. Okay, what were we doing? I don't remember. Let me pull up the obsidian. The gates. Aha. Create a gate node. Check. Split the sprites up for Y sorting. Check. Replace the sprites with the gate sprite. Check. Gate value display on top. We need to make the font now. Let's look up how to make a font. How to make a font. How to create a custom typeface. No, not draw your own font. What the heck? I'm pretty sure. No, we don't need a font generator. We just need to we just make a TTF. This is not complicated. Font struct, maybe? They're just vector graphics? Yeah, that's why this should not be difficult. I don't want to sign up for an account to just... Oh my god, dude. To make a font, you'll need a font creation software. Fuck you, guy. 6 steps. Table of contents. Why create a custom font? So basic tools are getting started. How to create your own font in 6 simple steps. Yes. Choose and install your software. Font Forge. Maybe that's what we want. Font editor with a huge amount of documentation. We love that. Bird font. Looking to get started quickly? That's me. Bird font. Requires a donation of $5 or more for commercial use. We're a free game, so we're not actually commercial. Glypher Studio. Slightly more intuitive than Font Forge. You can upload font files to edit further. Okay, let's try Glypher. Try out the app, help docs, contact. What's the licensing on this though? And let's see a license. Glypher the big red dog. Create new font for this is gonna be the TX Peng. Create from scratch. We're not doing most of these. We only literally need the letters. Font Forge? What's this? What's this? A free... Is it open source? Used to create and convert fonts in open type. Types you have to use multiple in other formats. Font Forge homepage. Install MD. Build from source. Contribute. It's open source, dude. What's the license? What's your license? How to license contributions, copyright notice, LPL, source files. I mean, it's open source. I'm pretty sure it's like you can use whatever you want, right? Generic public license. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, we're good. This license, copyright, modify, cover word property. Never copyright the program. Revise the state conditions. Submit those licenses. You may make your own propagate covered works that you do not convey without conditions so long as your license otherwise remains in force. Yeah, then we're good. We do whatever we want. Don't know if it's good. It has a lot of shares. That's fair. Windows install. Confirm and download. Download. Click. Doo-doo-doo. Screen goes black. English, please. Next. Install. Skip. Launch it. Give me. But what is this? Open font. I don't have one. Okay. New. Aha. Can I like... Okay, so what I should be able to do then is for like the letter 1, I should be able to put a thing here, right? Is that how this works? I could just read the documents, huh? Surely I can just do the following thing though. Like if I wanted this to be my D key, I could just like, doesn't work like that. Okay, good to know. Edits. Math major getting letters and numbers confused now. Fair. Join. Clear. Maybe this isn't easier. I'm gonna look up how to use custom numbers in Godot. Custom number font. I don't want like them to think I have a font. Because I haven't made a font yet. Into text using a sprite. It might be a good idea to make a custom font. Do you have a suggestion on how I would do that? I recommend that it might be good to make a custom font using those sprites. I recommend this tutorial. Oh, a YouTube video. Make a pixel art font. We're on the right track. Why not do a sprite sheet? So I could do a sprite sheet, but then like, let's say I have a 1-digit number. Totally fine. Just go to the right spot in the sprite sheet. What if I have a 2-digit number? Either I have to have a sprite sheet with 99 numbers on it, or I have to have 2 sprites, except sometimes it's only 1 sprite. Then what if I want a 3-digit number? So I'd rather just do a font if I can. Hello. You look like a game developer. Hello. Skip. What is the program you're using? That's all I care about.
In this video is
Oh, it's more. I know this guy.
that I'm using. How to prepare a file for drawing a font. Then we're also going to make a font and
Skillshare
export that
Premium.
out as an image. And I'm going to show you how to import that image into the software.
Okay,
that
so
we're
how do I
using.
do this?
I want to mention here about the tool that I'm using is that it's all web-based, which means you can just do it on your
Oh, it's
browser.
web-based.
Secondly, I don't want to go too much into details.
Yal.cc. Yeah. How do we do this? What do you mean you just do a style sheet from 0 to 9 and you can create a new number, but if you want to use code with it, I understand. Right, but like, okay, so yes, what you're saying works, right? So like, let's say this is our gate, right? And then we have a sprite sheet with our numbers like 1 through 10, right? Or maybe we have like a sprite atlas, right? So we have our number that needs to go here. If you're a sprite atlas, no problem. Just take the 1, pop it in there. Done. Easy. Okay, what if we need a 2-digit number? Okay, well, you just have 2 of them, right? You just take the right part of the sprite atlas and put it here. You take the right part of the sprite atlas and put it here. Nah, it's okay. It still works, right? What if we have a 100-digit number? A little tricky. Also, like, centering doesn't work. You can't use BB tags for it. If you want to change anything, you have to change the entire sprite sheet. It's just a lot easier for text to just do it in a font. But 1, 4, 5, you could do 1, 4, and 5. It should work no problem with a sprite sheet of 1 to 10. The getting the numbers to appear in the game, not hard. Getting the numbers to appear cohesively, hard. Because we've done like the 2. We've done it before where we just use a sprite sheet for like 1-digit numbers, 2-digit numbers. The problem is you're then stuck on 2-digit numbers because you want 3-digit numbers. Now you have to like recenter all 3 of the things, right? Because a 1-digit number and a 2-digit number, 3-digit number, the digits are in different places. So if you have to have a new case statement that's like, if it's a 1-digit number, put it in the center. If it's a 2-digit number, put them both slightly offset from each other, right? So it gets out of control really fast. Made an image display for multiple, which is centered and all in Unity without an issue. Again, the way you want to do it, totally fine and possible. I don't want to do it that way because I want it to be more flexible than a rigid, like, integer display. What if I want to put a 100-digit number in there? What if I want to put x divide multiply? What if we get more assets from txpeng for different, like, modifiers that we can have on the numbers? It's just easier to do it in a font. Once we have it in a font, I can use BB codes. I can do anything that I want with it, right? So I'm going to go the font route. But there's nothing wrong at all with doing the sprite sheet route. It's just a little bit too inflexible for me in this one instance. That's all. /r/20/pixel font. /r/20/pixel font. Yeah. Close. So I can do like, what I should be able to do is go here and change this. How do I change it? Pick image. Aha! Okay. Well, no, it's counter times size plus margin, and if counter divided by 1, the margin plus half. Yep. 100%. Yes. You are correct, and you can do it that way. Like, there you go. Unless your font's suddenly not monospaced. Yeah, and what if I want to make a wave? What if I want to use the BB code for wave? Doesn't work now. What if I want to do like a self-modulate? Now I have to modulate each individual color. It's just not as flexible as I want in this situation. I'm just, but it's prototyping. So if you want to do it that way and get your game working quickly, and it works for your use case, no problem. But I'm not going to argue on the semantics of like, is it physically possible? Yes, 100% it's possible. You can absolutely do it that way. I'm not going to. And you will not convince me that it's easier either. If I knew how to do this font thing, we'd already be done, and I could just type in whatever number I want, right? I just don't know how to do this part yet, and I'd like to learn. So there you go. How do I do? So okay, if I go to our thing here, and I'm mostly doing this because like this isn't the only time this comes up, and like I want something that's way more flexible than always just doing it by this like sprite sheet thing. And also then you have to make sure like these are all sliced into their own. It's just I don't think it's worth it in this case. And I can just do hopefully this. So if I say file, save, go like this, what just happened? What layer are you on? You're probably on the layer called numbers. That makes a lot of sense. This. And I'm also not going to argue which one is better or worse, because I think if you ever try to argue that in programming, you are walking down the wrong path. Hey, what's up, GreenFi? Welcome in. Export as, choose file. I'm gonna go projects here, but this is a bit of a new one. I'm gonna call this like font test. I don't really know if we're gonna use this yet, but I'm gonna call this one. Okay, so I can pick an image. The Maxwell. I can go to projects, and I'm gonna say, yeah, what's up, Lumi? Welcome in. Projects. I'm gonna go to the font test. I'm gonna go to 1. What have I done? What have I done? I want this. Okay, let me just watch the video.
About it yet, because I want to make a font first and help you set up a font that we can then export into the tool here. So let's do that. All right, so you can see here I already have a font that I made earlier, but I'm gonna help you set up a completely new file so you can draw a font from scratch. I'm gonna go into this as you don't even know how you want your font to look yet, and we are going to experiment and figure out how we can find the size that we want to make and set up the whole file. Now I'll be using a sprite with my own personal theme on it, but you can really use any art software that allows you to draw in pixels. Now what I like to do when I have to come up with something and I don't even know how I want it to look yet is that I just create a new file and make it fairly big. So let's make this one 200 pixels times 200 pixels.
We don't need that right now.
And in this case, I want to have a white background just to make it a
Times 2 speed.
And you can see in my case
You
here,
freaks.
I have a grid on, so I'm going to turn that grid off just to make it as clean as possible. I want no distractions. The blank canvas, a lot of space, so I can experiment. And I'm just going to try and draw a few different letters. So I usually try to do one of the more white.
We need to do this.
Like this. So what I like to do to set up a grid system like this is that I take the letter that I really like here, just kind of paste it down beneath. And what I essentially want to do is go down and pick some kind of light gray color here. And then we're going to encapsulate the letter here. So you want the letter to rest all the way on the left side of our grid here, but you also want to give it a little bit of space beneath and onto the right and above. Now the reason we leave a little bit of space beneath it and above it is because that if we go in here and take a look at my preview grid here, you can see that the letter R is resting on the blue line and hitting the top of the red line. But on the other hand, something like the letter Q,
Blue, red, blue, red, blue, red.
The line of where it's drawn on. And we also have some symbols that needs to go above the top of where the letters are. So that is the reason we leave a little bit of space above and a little bit of space below. Depending on the size of your font, you might leave more than 1 pixel beneath here, but because this is a very tiny font, I think 1 pixel above and below will be fine. So the next thing I want to do is copy.
What we can do instead is, since we know the size of all of our things, we can just pick the biggest one. Because we're only doing like numbers and display. And I think the biggest one's going to be the X. This is probably our biggest one. So we can do something like this. And this is a nice square size too. This is 9 by 9. A nice even 9x9 for our grid size. Okay.
this grid here and paste it next to the other one. And I want to make sure that the right side and the left side are merged together. And then I'm going to remove the letter M in here, select a very light red and blue color.
We're working on the gates game.
Just to kind of show where the bottom line and top of the letter is. So now that we've finished our little grid box here, I want to select it, copy it, and place it by itself. Depending on what software you can use, there's different ways that you can quickly.
Okay, so we can do that. So we can do that.
And this is where I want to go back into the tool, the website that we're using to make our font. Because if you look up here to the top left of the menu, you can see a bunch of letters.
We don't need
and
everything.
And you can see those are corresponding to the image down here that is then turned over to a font here to the right. You could, in theory, just follow all the symbols that you see here. And if you need any additional symbols.
Okay, so what we can do? Are we making a font for the Roblox game? No, this is for the gates game. So we make a 9x9 grid with these symbols, and then we just type in the symbol that we make. Okay, that makes perfect sense to me. And now we know how to do the font thing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, that makes sense. It's 10 plus 4. Okay, so 14. We'll make a 7x2 grid. Why not? So we're gonna say new. It's gonna be oh, it has an offset in it too. Okay, so our tiles are actually gonna be 10 by 10 then. Is that? No, that'd be 11. A nice clean 11 by 11. Right? Because if I go here, this is 9 by 9. But if I want an offset, like a gray offset, it's gonna look like this. This, which means that this actual like tile is 11 by 11, right? Yeah. Yeah. Tile width, tile height, offset X, offset Y. So separation is also 1. We don't actually need to do that then. We could just say 0. So we could just do 9 by 9 and stitch them all right next to each other. That's actually fine. We already know what we're doing. We're not drawing anything new. So we're gonna just say it's 9 by 9, and I said I wanted 7 by 2. That. And then I'm gonna go to the sprite. How do you do the how do I change the gray boxes here? Properties, maybe? No. Color mode, layer, frame properties, cell properties? Nope, that's not right. Select, modify. I don't remember. I don't remember how to do this. What's the gate game? I'm utterly confused. Give me 1 second, I'll show you. It's the mobile slop. A sprites, change, background squares. Preferences, background. Preference. Oops. I have too many tabs open. Wait, where the hell's preferences? File? You lied to me, internet. Preferences background. What are you talking about? Where the hell is preferences? Oh, here you go. Background. We're gonna say 9 by 9. Custom. Boop. 9 by 9. Apply. Now we got this nice little 9 by 9 grid. There we go. The shitty ads game idea you had in the past? Yeah. More like improving it? I never said improve. You can't beat the slop. Join it. We can grab all this now. Go here. We can schmoove it in. That. Yeah, that's fine. I might make this one. This one's like a little bit too big for me. I might shrink this down a little bit. What have I done? Yeah, I think that works a little bit better. Put it that. I don't know if we'll ever use divide because that's going to get a little bit weird, but hydrate, thank you. Okay, we got that. Now we need the actual numbers. And take the first 7 with me, I guess. Paste those gentlemen in. Got a 1. Got a 2. Good luck, I'm in a car ride home and net is expensive. Fair enough, fair enough. 8 the off-centered minus. I got you. What off-centered minus? Psh, that looks pretty centered to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's part of the 6, huh? Wait. Which part of this is part of the 6? Hydrate, thank you. We got the 3. I just realized the 1 and the 2 need to go up here, actually, and the 3. Move you there, I think. Also, the 1 should be slightly more centered, I guess. Even more centered? No, that's better. If they are not perfectly centerable, I'm going to have them lean to the left for the spacing to line up. That's... Okay, so the 5... Oh, it's like this. Okay, I understand now. 5. And then a 6. Come with me. And then 7, like this. We go like that. There we go. Okay, now we're going to go 8, 9, 0. Grab that. Pop it in. Got our 8s. We got our 9. We got our 0. Look at that. Very nice. Another hydro. Okay, I just drank my tea, but okay. Could have extended the minus, but okay. I think I like it slightly smaller. Okay, so we have this now, so I can say export, export as, choose file. I'm gonna go to the font test. You should have more things I should spend things on. You are not the first to notice that I am kind of lacking in that department. I'm doing my best out here. Font test like this. And we're gonna say this is the full font. Full font PNG like this. There we go. Okay, what do we do next? Now we go to the font thing. What was it? Where was it? I have too many tabs open. Nope. 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 That one won't even show me what it was. This is the one. Okay, pick an image. We're gonna do this one, and then glyphs in the image. We're gonna say plus minus x divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Okay, the tile width is 9 by 9. The offset is 0 and 0. Separation is 0 and 0. And the baseline is, I don't know what that means. Monospace. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Wait, what is this? Glyph extends past ascent plus line gap. You need to adjust your baseline and or font metrics in the output tab. And oh wait, why do I have a 0 here? Plus minus. Oh, and it's not X, it's multiply. That. Glyph 42 star extends past an ascent plus line gap. I don't know what that means. Aren't the gates at an angle? Yeah, this text is going to just appear above the gates, so we don't have to mess with the perspective. Also, hello, Sharky. Welcome back. Tile width, tile height. Baseline is the line in which your glyphs rest. Think of a G. The tail is below the baseline. Oh, do I need to, like, crack this down or what? Oh, wait. This? Is the baseline like 2 extra spots? Is that how that works? Do I need to extend my image a little bit? If I go to A-Sprite, do I need to like write canvas size? I need to add +2. No, this would be 2 times 7, so +14. Or it's only the middle one, so you only need 5 times 2, so 10. And then this one needs to be +2. Is that right? Move it up. Baseline. Yeah, what does this mean? Cap height median baseline. So I need to adjust this slightly, huh? The thing is, like, I see that you have the thing that is correct. I feel like that I lose you entirely, huh? You're just like off the thing entirely. I guess it needs to be 2 on each. So this should work for the bottom left corner, and then I can just like... Now my tiles are 11 by 11. I'm gonna go to properties. Well, hang on, if it wants... No, this is wrong. It only wants +2 in the vertical. So we only need to move it... We don't need to move it in every direction, just up and down. Okay, so we're gonna go to sprite canvas size. The height we need to add 2 pixels above, 2 pixels below. So that's in total 4. And we need to do it twice because we have the top one and then the bottom one. So we have add 8 pixels to our image. And then we just grab this row and we shift it down by 2. Grab this row and shift it. Oh, we didn't actually need the bottom of the sprite because... Yeah, we did. So now this has 2 extra, and this has 2 extra. I'll try it. Maybe that's what it wants. Pick image. Try this now. Now the baseline can be... Now these are 11. They're still 9, but they're by 11 now. So then the baseline can go... That? Why does that still look weird? 1 extends past the line gap. Oh, this is off now too. What the heck? What if I just crank this? Okay, so there. Well, it's actually there are 13 tiles because there's 2 on top, 2 on bottom. And the baseline is at 11 then. That looks super weird. That doesn't look right either. Let me finish watching the video.
What you can do is just make a new row down here below and type whatever letters that you need. For example, in my language, we export this out and a few things to keep in mind before we move on. So once you're done drawing all the letters inside your grid here, and we need to export it out and create a new file. The new file usually have the size of the... That's pretty universal in most software. So even if you're not using a sprite, this should work. Anyway, I'm gonna let you fill out your entire font sheet here, and I'll be using my test sheet to progress with the video. Here, and after saving, we want to open. This is where we want to set up all the settings so that it fits to our image that we made. Over here to the right, you can see a preview of the font in action. If I zoom in here, you can see this is the image that we imported, and as I'm hovering my mouse over, it's showing these sort of shapes. You can see that...
Not 11, 13. It is 13. Like, the tile actually looks correct. Also, the font output looks correct, too. That's not right. That's the descent. I don't know what these words mean. I think it's like this, though. I don't know why there's an extra 2, like, at the top, though. That? No, that makes... That? No, that's also worse. That's also worse. Oh, now we're getting somewhere, though. Font does not contain a space character. That's okay, you don't need a space character. Keep watching.
It's representing the letters that we have up here. So essentially what I want to do now is go up here and type in all my letters that I have here. So A, B, that they're completely fine. You don't have to fill out the entire space if you want to. I want to make this little box here fit exactly with my image. If I zoom in here and look closely, you can see it's definitely not the right size. And the way we can change the size of this box here is by using these parameters over here. So you can see here, if I scale up my width of the box here, it should fit inside here. And the height, I want to take that down 1, it seems. And now it seems like it's fitting. Now,
it's just worked.
It still looks a little bit weird, and that's because the font that I made only have capital letters.
Check the output tab. I think there might be something useful there. Oh. Okay, hang on. So first of all, let's just get our tiles like working. I know that our tile is 9 by 9. And then like the baseline is... No, sorry, our tiles are they are 9 wide, but they're... What did I make them? now. They have 2 on the top, 2 extra on the top, 2 extra on the bottom. Oh, actually, I messed this up, I think. Oh, there's 2 on the top. Oh, 9 by 13 baseline is 11. 9 by 13 baseline is 11. That does look right. I feel like I have too much extra. I have too much yellow on the top, though. What is ascent descent? Senders. Oh. Can I just like? Can I crank that up? Like that? And descent? Let me do that. I don't know what they're doing. Fuck around with the ascent descent. You got it, Captain. Okay, none of these should be in ascent. Like the ascent should be so high that none of them like clip into it. Like that looks correct actually. And then at descent, I don't even know what that number means. Apparently I need to subtract. I'm slightly over whatever that means. Making font is easy an hour later. Oh, but look, we got it, look. You just had to press buttons for a while. But it actually works now. Sweet. Okay, output, go. Save. Mystery font, yes. Look at that, it worked. Wait, why is it outputting weird though? It's like the colors aren't opaque, maybe? Color font? Ah, save. Mystery font 1. Damn it, why didn't that work? It looks right here. What happened? Color font, what is asterisk? What does an asterisk mean? Mystery font, this is the TX Peng font. Output. Oh, contoured? I want pixel for sure. Why is there a star? Opaque? Nope, that's horrible. Auto? Nope, that's horrible. Save? Dude, why? Why? I mean, I could always do like a drop outline on my own, but let's play Rusty plane. It's hella fun. Manage plane that has a lot of problems. Yeah, I prefer functional plane, but live your life. Am I not allowed to do color font because it's broken or something? Why is it star? What is star? Building output problems. Rules and overrides. I don't understand. It literally looks correct here. We started coding it? Oh yeah, we wrote a ton of code there. I'm stuck in font hell though. If? Why? Why is it like this? I just want the cool numbers. Is that too much to ask? Maybe Microfon's viewer is fucked. That's possible. It's not like TX Peng regular. Because if I go to Godot now. Oh no, I can't do like I have to import the font. Go to downloads. I'm gonna go assets folder. Peng assets folder. Now you have TX Peng regular in your system. Add a rich text label. Apparently these are like kind of buggy right now. That didn't work. Where do you do the font? Theme overrides fonts, normal fonts. Am I not allowed to change that? Like literally, why can't I change this? Oh, I have to load a thing probably? Oh, it worked! Dude, look! Holy shit, it worked. Wait. Mono font size. or normal font size. You need to make it a multiple of Oh, Jesus Christ. It needs to be a multiple of 9. Yeah, nice comfortable 9. Look at that though, it worked. Oh, it's so sick. And now I can do like X. Nope, I can do star. Star works fine. Why is star a little blurry? Are the other ones blurry? Oh, it's possible not the whole thing got set to that font, actually. Yeah, that's probably why. I did like a plus now. Dude, why is the plus blurry? Also, it's not like... Excuse me? What? Why is it so chunky? What the heck? The division looks perfect. The plus is weird. The minus is like 50 times too big, and the times is strange. I don't know why that's happening. What the heck, man? Your non-full height glyphs got fucked. Oh, that could be it, yeah. It like stretched them or something. Why has it done that, huh? I need to like full height the glyph somehow? Oh yeah, it definitely, it's expanding it. They're trying to be the same size. Yeah. How do I make it not to do that? Oh, don't hide the pixels of the space characters. Try this now? I think that looks better. I don't know. I can't really tell. Let's try it. Load in TX Peng 2. Pixel font detected. I don't know what that means. Can I please have this though? Yeah, try this one. Load. Assets. Oh, it's still weird. It's still being a little weird. This one being massive is so funny though. Okay, I know how we fix this. You ready to see some interesting tactics? Oh, yeah, what is he doing? Oh, it's an invisible pixel. Wrong, idiot. It's alpha 1 pixel. I'll just, You need it to be the same size. I don't know. I have no idea if this will work or not, but it'd be kind of funny if it did. Painting with air. It's so true. If I pick an image now, if I pick this, now there are pixels there, you just can't see them. If I say ship it, does it look okay now? This is still trying to slice me up a little bit. Because it might just be like in Godot, it like scales it up or something. Add crits? We actually have a plan for that. It does look slightly better. It still looks a little off. Is the minus fixed? Holy shit, it actually worked. I kind of can't believe that worked. It did though. Look, this is the right size now. It's a little blurry still, but... There's a monospace checkbox. Oh, let me check that. Oh, where's monospace? Oh, in the TTF editor. Oh, monospace here. Oh, I think you got it. I think that was it, actually. I think you're a genius. Add crits to the game? So we're gonna do that for sure. I have plans of that already. Wait, what? Give me TX Peng 4, please. Thank you. If I do TX Peng 4 here, it's still blurry. It's still like scaling it for some reason. But... Oh, that one looks good now though. Now it's just the plus and the minus that are looking weird. But this one looks right now. Zoop. Okay, so it's just the plus. Okay, well I know how to fix it. Take my invisible brush and just kind of touch it up a little bit. The X actually needs to go one higher than that, so I actually need to go up here. That's why it was broken. Yeah. Go, yeah, I should paint with like a visible color and then just dye it later. How about that, huh? I'm a genius. Because this one had it here, so it needs to be, yeah, it should be there. You just need to fill the space, you know? Then it won't be blurry anymore. Die. Okay, and now we just set it to alpha is 1. What? Why didn't that work? Oh, because dying doesn't work. Dying does weird stuff with alpha, I forgot. In tool? No, that's not right. What the hell? Okay. New plan. Back it up. Oh, I did the paint. I'd spam the paint tool. Oops. Much easier plan. Watch this. We go. Yeah, first pick up all the stuff that I had already broken. All the pixels I mistrustingly placed. Okay. Then what we can do is draw this. We go one extra around. And then we go like this. We erase it all. And then we can use the paint bucket tool one more time. I think this will work. Actually, don't know. Go to alpha 1. Then I say G, paint. Then I can erase this guy. Okay, now it should work. Export as, full font, yes. Then I go here, pick image, full font, like this. Okay, and then I can say save TTF. Let's try TXPeng 5. Here. This, we're gonna take number 5. And then we're gonna try the plus minus. It's so close to being correct. Honestly, when it's zoomed out, you won't even notice. See, you can barely tell. Now the endless number gate is running towards us. Sweet. Okay, cool. That works. We're kind of getting a game going together here. This kind of feels like a game jam. Similar vibes. Yeah, cool. All right, well, that's all the time I have. I actually went over back a little bit. Oopsies. All good. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. Next stream Sunday, I think. Yeah. Also, game night in the Discord this Friday. We have like 10 people signed up already, which is kind of insane. So it should be a good time. Play some games. Thank you for the stream. Cobalt, time and a place for Peak. Let's play some Peak. I mean, I got 2 hours after the stream, buddy. I don't know if you're busy or anything, but yeah. Good night, everybody. Thanks for chilling. See ya.